Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
We've saved more men than you have. We've created more impact than you have. You're a fucking loser. You've been talking shit for fucking years, and we bit our tongue. But you know what? We're on Rebel. I can say this shit. Fuck you, man. And dude, look at his views on YouTube. They're trash. No one watches this nigga, bro. Literally, no one watches him. Like, what the fuck? We've been on YouTube.
Only thing I gotta stop and I gotta be fair all around. Joe Budden has cultural impact, and that's not indicative sometimes in views. But when Joe does say something, the reverberations matter more than the view count matters. I'll say that.
I don't give a fuck why.
Yeah.
I don't care why. You're done. Your reign on the not so top was short like leprechauns.
How about you say that shit to my fucking face, and I'll beat the fuck out of you.
Ain't no time to turn your little cameras on and start crying. We don't give a fuck now.
I'm tired of these fucking idiots, man. All they do is talk shit. No. They talk shit from the convenience of their fucking home on a fucking microphone. You fucking homos would never say this shit to my fucking face. 99% of our detractors would not say the shit that they say on the internet about us if we were face to face. They would not.
Yeah.
They would not.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, let's get into this one. Let me state the obvious first. So, Myron, first off,
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
now that's the obvious because he was talking all that same hot shit when it came to Preach. He backed out of the boxing match. So you're talking shit about come fight, come X, Y, and Z with old Joe Budden because he has his opinion about your podcast, but you're still ducking the fade from Preach. So we don't want to hear none of that. You didn't want to fight Ayande when he broke into your apartment. You instantly reached for the gun. So you're talking all this bullshit, puffing up your chest from your house, talking about they're saying things from their apartment or their bedroom with their mic. Meanwhile, you're in your living room talking all that same shit. So at the end of the day,
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Now, shout out to Keenan Grace. Keenan Grace is the man behind this drop.
Crying to me, and I'm not having it.
And we are absolutely not having it when it comes to Fresh and Fit crying, because they're making a lot of money on Rumble. We don't care about their struggles on YouTube. That whole crying charade, we don't care about none of this. Let's get into Keenan Grace. Before we get into the whole breakdown, let's listen to what he has to say about this.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
They are having a bottle war when people are struggling with inflation. Now, I can't tell people how they should spend their money and how they should waste their money. But when I see stuff like this, when I see ignorance like this, when I see people blowing through their money, New York versus Baltimore, bottle wars, when who really wins? The people that own the liquor, the people that own the clubs, where you waste liquor just to show that you could buy the most expensive bottles and not need it.
Yeah, as he's saying, it's pathetic. They're literally running up their tab, buying the most liquor to pour it out to see who has the most money.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Instead of helping the homeless man who was outside of the club, you understand what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you could walk outside any club in any populated area and you'll see people who don't even know how they're going to eat. But this is what we're going to do. But you know what? That's not even the only thing going on nowadays. And this is why I get on here and I try to teach people how to manage their money better. I'm tired of seeing foolishness like this. I'm sick of it. And you know what? There's more to the foolishness. OnlyFans posted a profit of almost $500 million.
And you know who funnels those OnlyFans models to their audience? Fresh and Fit. Women get fodderized on their panel, but their OnlyFans goes up exponentially at the end of the show. So we know who those culprits are. Let's get it.
A porn website that you got to pay for it when it's free online? People having bottle wars. People are spending their money on OnlyFans. Family, what's going on here? You know what's going on here? People don't know how to manage their money. People like wasting money, and then they like blaming everybody else but themselves for not having the financial freedom and the generational wealth. Crying to me, and I'm not having that. We gotta cut the bull crap, family. We gotta cut it out. We gotta cut it out of our lives. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm straight up and down tired of seeing it. Why are we spending our money on stuff?
Shane, you asked who is this? I just explained it.
Crying to me, and I'm not having
The
that.
man behind that drop, Keenan Grace. Keenan Grace is a YouTuber. He speaks about stocks. Hold on, I don't have to represent him. I left a little portion in this video so you can get a idea of what his platform is. He's not one of these frauds. He's not one of these grifters in the red pill space.
Like helping this company be profitable into infinity and spending money to show people that don't even like you that you got more money than them. Come on now, we need to cut that out. So that's why I get on here every single day to show you that you could be rich. You don't got to look rich. You could be rich. You could actually be rich rather than being broke and looking rich. We don't know what those men have. And I ain't saying they shouldn't be able to do whatever they want. You got to be able to do what you want with your own.
And this is the thing. He's not selling y'all some fugazi-ass course.
Was zero down, no credit. Yeah.
Money. But I want to know, rich. We don't know what those men have. And I ain't saying they shouldn't be able to do whatever they want. You got to be able to do what you want with your own money. But I want to know, and I want to see my people represent themselves better than that. I want to see, hey, you know what? I got Apple stock. Do you have Apple stock? I want to see the stock wars. You understand what I'm saying? I want to see the real estate wars. I want to see the ownership wars. I don't want to see us showing that we could just be the most wasteful and most ignorant. And I'm tired of it. I'm absolutely tired of it. But with that being said, family, let's get right into the video. This episode is brought to you by the Moomoo Investing app. They re-upped and said that we could get the same promo as last month because it worked for a lot of people. You can get 16 free stocks, and you go ahead and download it. The link is pinned in the description. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We are literally, I want to say like 50 to 100 or so subscribers away from getting to the next 1,000 up. I think that's going to be 478,000, and we are going to help. So
you see that? He's at 478,000. He built from the ground up. I remember I subscribed to Keenan Grace when he had less subscribers than me, and he's just steady. He's been building. So shout out to him. Y'all go subscribe to him.
So many different people to level up the game, family. I want you to like this video. I want you to watch it multiple times. I want you to just let it play in the background. I want you to share it on Facebook.
And what I mean by that, he didn't actually have less subscribers than I do. I mean, like the current count that I have right now, he had less subscribers than when I've been following this brother. So y'all subscribe.
And tag me. I want you to share it on your Instagram story and tag me so that people can see, you know what? Not all of us are ignorant. Not all of us want to just blow through and waste through our money. We want to learn how we can make our money work for us so we can stop working for other people. Now, let's talk about it. I told you the other day that I made a $1,500 win basically in a few minute trading, right?
Now, see, I'll probably leave his channel in the link or in the description below following this. I'm a little unorganized here, but let's get it. We have Fresh and Fit, the breakdown, them going back and forth with Joe Budden because they're in their feelings after Joe Budden said, we don't give a fuck about all that crying shit. So let's get it, y'all.
How 91 goes. Did you see how Joe Budden attacked you guys in the last episode? He said that you guys were broke without YouTube. I think it's time you address this clown.
No. We still broke.
Let me tell you this. Number one, I'm not doing anything weird with my dog. Number two, we surpassed him on YouTube. Number three, he's a failed rapper. No one listens to fucking mood music. Number four, he's emotional. Number five, he beats on women. Number six.
Whoa. Hold up.
We surpassed him on YouTube. Number three, he's a failed rapper.
You can't say Joe Budden's a failed rapper. He's a famous rapper. He was famous off of rap before he got into anything media related. He's been on Revolt. He's had multiple platforms. He has way more cultural impact than Fresh and Fit. You ask a random on the street who Joe Budden is, they might know. You ask a random on the street who Fresh and Fit is, they don't know. This is all this internet shit. All the internet clout and the incel nation they got going over there with that cult shit they got going over there in the Red Pill that pretty much crashed and burned and only exists on Rumble now. They're getting money over there. They're getting money over there on Rumble, but that's what Joe's wrong about. But let's get it, y'all.
No one listens to fucking mood music. Number four,
now. He said no one listens to mood music. How do you even know what mood music is? How do you even know about the mixtape series Mood Music? Or is it an album series? I wasn't a Joe Budden fan while he was rapping, but nonetheless, he's still he had fans.
Emotional. Number five, he beats on women. Number six, people that work with him don't respect him. He went ahead and turned his back on people that helped him build up his podcast, right? At the end of the day, bro, Joe, you can say whatever you want to say, bro. Here's the thing. I probably have a similar or close to net worth as him, and I've been in the game for only 3 years. I invested my money in real estate, bro. That's appreciating.
Now, what Chronic Introvert says is absolutely facts. Joe was good enough to be on Slaughterhouse, so that's facts. You couldn't be a bum on Slaughterhouse. You had to be a lyricist to be on Slaughterhouse. With Royce the 5'9", Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye, you could not be a bum. You had to be a lyricist. So I'm not fucking with these sentiments on Joe Budden coming from Fresh and Fit. Well, mainly from Myron. Fresh is always just following everything this nigga does.
I don't know if you did. I don't know what the fuck you doing. But at the end of the day, bro, like I said before, haters gonna hate. His music sucks. He turned his back on the people that built him up in the first place. No loyalty, no fucking respect. And dude, look at his views on YouTube. They're trash. No one watches this nigga, bro. Literally no one watches him. Like, what the...
Now, we all know...
It's a total fabrication.
To say that nobody watches Joe Budden, they do numbers over there on the Joe Budden Network. What is it, Joe Budden TV? The channel? They're doing numbers over there. They have way more cultural relevance. When they say something, it can go viral. It'll be on the Shade Room. It'll be the talk on Twitter. The talk on Twitter. Yikes.
Fuck. We've been on YouTube for 3 years and we absolutely eclipsed the Joe Budden Network.
And listen, Joe.
Every way.
Listen, Joe.
How the fuck do you help men, Joe? Like, honestly, real talk. What do you do? You gossip and talk about music.
This is the dumbest point that all these niggas make all the time. All these red pill niggas, when you call them out on some shit, they'll be like, how the fuck do you help men? Our aim is not to specifically help men. Joe Budden's aim is to not specifically help men. He does a music podcast. A music podcast. So why are you talking about what do you do to help men? Man.
All day. How are you helping men? How are you creating an impact? Real talk. How are you?
How is Joe Budden creating an impact? Are you serious?
He helps himself.
You got two random dudes, a former Fed and some dude from Barbados, surpassed you in relevance, in helping men, saving more lives. We slapped you on YouTube. You've been on this shit for a decade plus.
Now, everything on their platform is about helping men.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Y'all had all sorts of manosphere clowns dogging that woman that got hit in the face with a brick the other day or yesterday. I'm gonna do a breakdown on that. We're gonna have I'm gonna speak on that. A whole rounded breakdown. They're trying to make all excuses for her to get hit in the. It's ridiculous, but we'll get into that later. These guys are just on some fuck shit.
Dude, we're a household name. What are you, bro?
What the fuck?
This man said he's a household name. Fresh and fit. Fresh, this follower ass nigga. This follower ass nigga is talking about we're a household name. Bro, you're the stuttering guy in the back that people don't even know. Everyone's always referencing Myron, and that's only internet folk. You take that shit outside, nobody knows y'all. Some folk will obviously know y'all, but generally they're not a household name. This YouTube fame got to their head.
A lame old nigga. And added to that as well, bro. You talking about our business, bro? You have no idea what we do behind the scenes. So she don't say that.
Nigga said we don't got nothing without YouTube. Like,
yeah, bro.
Nigga, we like I said, we're on other platforms. We invested our money. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I can say this, Joe. At least I don't hit women, bro. On camera too.
You an L, bro.
You a woman beater, bro.
Nigga, you beat women.
Wow.
That's an L. Automatically, you want to sit there and say.
Now they're not throwing an allegedly behind that. I'm not going to defend Joe on the whole women beating thing because there was allegations in the past, but some of them were coming from Tahiri, and we seen how abusive Tahiri was on that marriage show when she was slapping Vado in the face. That's a whole nother story of its own, but let's get into this.
Y'all are misogynists and assholes. Nigga, I've never once raised my hand and attacked a woman. So you're a L automatically. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yo.
You can sit there. At least we say what it really is, and we tell guys the truth about women. You literally beat women. The fuck
Joe
out of here.
is a low value man. Men that hate women are low value like you, bro. Yo, Joe Budden women.
Yeah, bro. Like this nigga. You literally beat women. The fuck
Joe
out of here.
is a low value man. Men that hate women are low value like you, bro. Yo, Joe Budden women.
Yeah, bro.
What the hell was that?
Yo, Fresh, just shut the fuck up, bro. Just shut the fuck up and sit in the back. Pause. Like, what are you doing, bro? What the hell was that? Joe Budden women.
What the hell was that?
That's the truth about women. You literally beat women. The fuck
Joe
out of here.
is a low value man. Men that hate women are low value like you, bro. Yo, Joe Budden women.
Yeah, bro. Like this.
Yeah. You're done. You're done.
This nigga out here, but he's headbutting women. This nigga, man.
Yo.
Slapping bitches trying to tell us what the fuck it is. Like, yo, you out. Yo, he's just, all he does is virtue signal to women because he knows he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he has to.
He has to. You literally have to be a bitch to women because you know for a fact you fucking assault them, you beat them, you sexually harass the women that work for you. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
And she quit because you were harassing her, bro, because you're a weirdo, you're a perv, bro. You're like legit. I understand
doing shit with your dog.
Desire for women.
Now, I hope these guys understand that they're saying all sorts of wild shit on Rumble. It does not save you from a lawsuit. You're levying all sorts of allegations as if these are true allegations and it's not speculation. So you got to be careful on these airways, sir.
Women, but bro, bestiality with dogs, hitting women.
Like you're an L, bro. You're an L
bro.
all around. You fucking. You're an L all around. You're an L all around,
bro.
And I would be.
Now I had to edit this footage myself because these niggas think they could say whatever now that they're on Rumble. They're just letting the F-bombs fly everywhere.
Happy to tell you that shit to your face too. The fuck out of here, man. These fucking hating ass dudes.
We ain't talking about fuck, obviously, because we it's uncensored in that regard. Shout out to the chat. What up, Moxie? What up, Taylor?
They're jealous, bro.
What up, TG? What up, Jay Williams? Let's get it.
Your kids should be ashamed of you, bro.
We never said anything about you negative. This motherfucker's been talking shit about us for fucking years, bro.
Yeah.
For years, this fucker's been talking shit about us. Fuck you, man. Real talk, and I'd say that shit to your fucking face too. You fucking. Fuck you, man. We're on Rumble. I say what the fuck I want to say.
Facts.
Fucking angry because.
That's why he's been letting them go. That's why he's throwing all these F-bombs. Oh, we're on Rumble. We can say what the fuck we want to say now.
Two guys that just started.
And that's the thing. They didn't even have a spine to say anything back to Joe Budden when they were on YouTube. It's, oh, we're on Rumble now. Now we can say what we want to say. What was holding y'all back? What was holding y'all back before? That makes no sense.
Oh, shut up, nigga.
Shout out to 16 Bar King with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Nigga name only first cause it sound better. Fresh square as fuck. That's facts. Cause it would sound stupid if it was fit and fresh. Actually, I don't know about that. Fresh and fit and fresh. Either way. Shout out to the Grey Pill for becoming a chat pass member. Wait, no, Grey Pill's been a member. What is this? One of those honorary member month thingies? Shout out to the Grey Pill podcast. Let's get it.
Podcasting literally lapped you in every regard. We've saved more men than you have. We've created more impact than you have. You're a fucking loser. You've been talking shit for fucking years, and we bit our tongue. But you know what? We're on Rumble. I can say this shit. Fuck you, man. Real talk. You beat on women and used to try to sit here and virtual signal. How about you say that shit to my fucking face, and I'll beat the fuck out of you.
When has Myron cared about women getting beaten up? They're celebrating the woman getting brick in her, the woman that got the brick to her face. Manosphere talking about, oh yeah, she didn't want men's protection. Women are the protectors, so she got no protection. Kind of proving her point. This nigga don't give a shit about women and women's protection, but you want to fake the funk now to just use it against Joe? Bro.
He won't do it.
I'd be happy to beat the fuck out that man.
Now, stop challenging folks to fights because when they actually accept and agree, you're nowhere to be found. You're ducking the fade. Ask Preach. Preach is still waiting. You can't move up the line and challenge another nigga when you challenged Preach already and he's still waiting. I don't know what this nigga thinks this is. You can't just move on. You challenge Preach, you're ducking the fade, and now you're challenging another podcaster.
The fuck out of here. You want to beat on women and try to virtual signal us? Fuck out of here, nigga.
No, Myron, if you were a girl, he'll fight you.
Yeah, he probably would. This guy's been talking shit for fucking years, man. I'm tired of these fucking idiots, man. All they do is talk shit. No. They talk shit from the convenience of their fucking home on a fucking microphone.
Meanwhile, Myron is in his home, speaking on a microphone, describing himself.
This guy's been talking shit for fucking years, man. I'm tired of these fucking idiots, man. All they do is talk shit. No. They talk shit from the convenience of their fucking home on a fucking microphone. You fucking homos would never.
I'm not in my bedroom. You are, and no one can hear you.
Shout out to Random University with the $5 Cash App. I'm still waiting for the Preach fight. That's facts. That's facts, Myron. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. We waiting for the Preach fight. You talking about, oh, you challenging Joe. Joe's like 50 years old. You're still ducking Preach. So until then.
Oh, shut up, nigga.
Never say this shit to my fucking face. 99% of our detractors would not say the shit that they say on the internet about us if we were face to face. They would not.
Once again, a comment, Myron L. You were in the same room with ABBA. You were talking about he was blue pill, and you were like, when did I say that? All stuttering. He said everything to your face, and what did you do? Not a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
They would not, because I am prepared to fucking fight some of you fucking faggots if I ever meet you in person. Sign the waiver.
Whoa. What was that? What was that? That was a slip, wasn't it?
On the internet about us, if we were face to face, they would not.
Yeah.
They would not. Because I am prepared to fucking fight some of you fucking faggots if I ever meet you in person.
He said some. He's ready to fight some of y'all. He's not taking on all comers. He's not taking on everybody talking shit. He is picking and choosing. He's like, oh, Joe's old. Joe don't want to fight nobody. Joe's living life with his woman. Let's just pick on Joe. Joe's sitting on his couch every day. But Preach, the person that you challenged to a fade, you're steadily ducking. So what are we talking about here? Oh, some of y'all.
Sign the waiver. Let's put boxing gloves on and let's do this shit.
Stop the cap.
You know what we should
Real
do?
talk.
Emotional damage.
Sign the waiver. Let's put gloves on and spar like gentlemen. I'd be happy to fight some of you motherfuckers.
Wait, spar? Thought it was a fight, sir. Why are we making it safe? We just sparring? We're gonna have full headgear on and all these safe parameters to the violence? Shout out to John with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
This is how he validates his "I got haters" claim, creating his own ops by challenging, by challenging, then ducking them. I gotta move the screen. That went up too fast. Y'all stop chatting real quick, cause Garen don't fight and Walter a beta. It's facts. All Myron does is reach for the strap in his apartment where it's stand your ground. Outside of that, he's nowhere to be found.
Talk shit, man.
Joe.
Vane, what is this shit, man? What is this?
Gloves on and let's do this shit.
You know what we should
Real
do?
talk. Sign the waiver. Let's put gloves on and spar like gentlemen. I'd be.
What is this? Yo, I need that. I need that as a Duke drop. Duke, man. I need to steal that drop from one of his live streams. But yo, what the fuck is this, bro? Why are you so worked up, hype in your goddamn living room? You're sweating. You are animated. You have a vein coming out of your head. Talking about niggas is talking shit from the safety of their bedroom in front of a microphone. Meanwhile, you're on 10, ready to explode in your bedroom. Pause. What are we doing here?
Happy to fight some of you motherfuckers that talk shit, man.
Joe. This is for you, Joe. We'll bring you some women. You beat them up, and they come fight us. Cool? Because that's what you're good at. This is for you, Joe. We'll bring you some women. You beat them up, and they come fight us.
We bring you some women, you beat them up, and then come fight us. Yo, I hate the secondhand embarrassment when I react to Fresh.
That's all, folks.
Cool? Because that's what you're good at, bro. Beating up women. But once again, bro, you're L. You're walking L.
It's fucking annoying, man. Like, these people talk shit about us, and we've never said anything about them. We never start issues. Y'all always start with us. But you know what? I'm tired of this shit. Y'all want to start with us? I will fucking finish it.
Crying to me, and I'm not having
This is a part of being a public figure that these folks have not adapted to yet. You're talking about you're a household name, but folks are talking about you on the internet, and you're constantly and steadily crying on your platform. It's pathetic.
Any of you detractors that have a serious problem, DM me right now on fucking Instagram, UnplugFit. If you're fucking somebody, we'll fucking sign the waiver, we'll put the gloves on, I'd be happy to beat the fuck out of you for 3 minutes. Let's fucking do it!
What is his thing? Unplugged Fit? Okay, what is that? Unplugged Fit. What did he say? Hold on.
DM me right now on fucking Instagram, UnplugFit. If you're fucking somebody, we'll fucking sign the waiver, we'll put the gloves on, I'd be happy to beat...
He added a caveat. If you're a fucking somebody. So I'm going to challenge him. He's going to be like, oh, 10,000 subs. Try again.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
This coward. All right.
The fuck out of you for 3 minutes. Let's fucking do it. Y'all niggas see me, I'm going to the gym 2 times a day. I'm tired of this shit. Some of y'all need to get held accountable and get your fucking ass whooped on camera to let you know that you need to stop talking shit about people that don't do or say anything about you. You guys started, I will fucking finish it with some of you fucking faggots.
When you do your celebrity breakdowns and your reactions, who are you talking about? People that you don't know and don't talk shit about you. What are we talking about here? We all do the same shit in that regard, where we're speaking about folks we don't know.
Tired of this shit. God damn, man.
Once
Some
again,
of y'all
though,
niggas need to really get punched in the face and get some consequences for talking shit, man.
that's the old heads. Second, the young kids. It is what it is, bro.
Isn't Myron the one that said bullying should make a return? Isn't he the one that said people should talk shit and call out people for being idiots? Call out the stupid things that are said and call them idiots? I don't understand it. I don't understand these folks. They pick and choose when they want to live by what they think, the things that they say. Shout out to John with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
If not 10K subs, 500K like they did Preach. Listen, Preach has 500,000. Wait, what? You mean subs or money? I seen the money sign there. Nonetheless, Preach has what? 2 million subs with Fresh on Abba and Preach channel. 2 million plus. So y'all are ducking them. I don't want to hear that. All this we're ready to fight shit, buffing out your chest, trying to show that you're tougher than Joe. You still have not fought Preach. You're ducking the smoke.
He's barely respected in today's music.
Nobody gives a fuck about him. He's a failed ass rapper. You fucking suck, man.
Yeah.
Hold up, y'all. I've been in the way the entire time. Y'all have not been witnessing this nigga in his goddamn booty shorts. Pause. Talking all this, oh, I'm gonna fight everybody. You're in your apartment sweating in your goddamn booty shorts, making insults that you're never gonna live up to because you're still ducking fades. What are we doing here? This is filthy work, bro. This man's in his boxers. What are we doing out here? There's men in this room. There's like 5 men in this room. Why are you in your boxers, sir?
Last hit you had was Pump It Up. 2003.
Name 3 Joe Budden songs. Yo, name 3 Joe Budden songs.
I can't.
I can't even name one.
Nigga, pump it up. You out here punching fucking girls to his music.
Punch it up.
Yeah, man.
What the hell's wrong with you, bro?
The fuck? This nigga, man. These fucking sorry ass rappers, man. Turn podcasters talking shit.
Name 3 Joe Budden songs. You can't. Nigga's done for, bro.
Nigga's a bum, bro. He's a fucking bum. Nobody's listening to fucking mood music or your sorry ass mixtapes, man. From that era, people were listening to Banks, Joel Santana, Diplomats. They were listening to G Unit. They were listening to fucking faggot Buddens. Get the fuck out of here, man. You fucking suck. You fucking suck.
All right, so I missed an F-bomb, but let's get it anyway.
Slaughterhouse, your group. You're the worst nigga there. Like, what the fuck, man? God damn.
Yeah, bro, your career was terrible.
We could literally just sit here and roast you for an hour, but we're not even gonna do it, man. But you've been talking shit for fucking years. It's so annoying. All I see, Joe Budden said this much. Joe Budden said that. You want to fucking comment on the Asian doll bullshit? Like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Real talk, man. At this point, sign the waiver. Let's get.
Shout out to FSC with the $7 Canadian super chat.
I'm getting rich.
He said, What happened to you should be able to say whatever you want because of freedom of speech? Shake my head. Now he wants to get all emotional again. Or get emotional again. That's facts. All this freedom of speech, say what you want to say, but when it comes to him, it's, oh, I'm tired of y'all talking shit, X, Y, and Z. This is just hypocrisy, man.
Get in the fucking ring. God damn.
He won't do it. He won't do it.
Hell no, he won't. Beat the fuck out that nigga,
He won't do it. Salvage
Fresh and Fit Boy.
Now, shit, hold up, y'all. So this is what Joe Budden said to Fresh and Fit. Let me shut down the call-in link. I'm just getting trolls today. It's throwing me the hell off. Every time I'm in the middle of a speech, these trolls are throwing me. I'm not opening the call-in link. Fuck y'all. Let me just close this off. All right, so what they do is they copyright everything. So Joe Budden is going to get removed from the screens shortly. Hold up, y'all. Shout out to Mo Deeb with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
I'm not a Joe Budden fan, rapper or podcast, but it's mighty easy for Myron to start beef with a 50-year-old guy, 50-plus-year-old guy. It's always just N-words for MG. It's always just talk and M-words for MG. What is MG? What am I? I'm missing something. Could you elaborate? I'm missing what is MG? Words for MG. Shout out to Brother Jumbie with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Keep cooking, LT. Yeah, shout out to you. Oh, for Myron Gaines. There we go. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's just tough talk, and yeah, it's facts.
Boys,
whoa,
lost monetization. I see that was a big story.
Do you know why? Because it's not saying anywhere why. What happened? Like,
I don't have the why. I was trying to find.
I know he was about to.
Man.
Oh shit! I forgot about the copyright. Let me remove this from the screen real quick. Hey yo, John, are you Feats? Well, you ain't trying to call your ass anyway, hater. John, are you Feats? Do y'all know that I did a thorough review of many folks on this platform over the past several days, and I found out a lot of I found out a lot of shit. I found out who are some of the agents in the Discord. I found out some of the agents in the chat. I found out a lot of shit. I was combing through files and I was like, this is getting interesting. I was like, this motherfucker did this? I pulled up the file.
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
I was like, damn. I ran everyone's background because I'm doing collabs in different spaces now. So I have to know the landscape of who the fuck I'm fucking with. And some of y'all,
stop it. Get some help.
Now I'm even more reluctant to even work with some folks because some of these folks, it got into the most dustiest places ever, and they want to talk about black YouTube getting dusty because there's some shit that I found out on the black YouTube side. The white YouTube side, the white panels, the shit that goes on over there. Bro, I don't want to hear them talking about black YouTube getting dusty, getting ghetto, I don't want to hear nothing. Yo, I'm talking about files. We're going to get to it. Not in this show. Not in this show. I'm going to leave y'all hanging.
Yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
You got to pair that with a pause.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
You know it. I know it was coming. I don't give a fuck why. Yeah. I don't care why. You're done. Your reign on the not so top was short like leprechauns. Ain't no time to turn your little cameras on and start crying. We don't give a fuck now. Hey, niggas is crying?
Yes.
Niggas is online crying.
Salute.
Fresh and Fit, if you don't know, is a podcast.
Shout out to the Gray Pill Podcast with the $2 super chat. Come on, Dropbox. Don't freeze on me now. Let's get it.
I'm getting rich.
Says you're learning. Yeah, see, the thing is, Gray Pill knows a lot. Gray Pill knows a lot. Spoiler alert, Gray Pill is not one of the agents. I know y'all want to know who the agents are. Spoiler alert. Actually, I don't know. What if he is? If he's an agent, he got past me. He escaped the observation hockey. I did not detect him, but let's get it, y'all.
That's based in Miami that has gained popularity by just being doofs.
Yo, they were not crying.
No, they were crying. Yeah, they were crying.
Hey, listen, if you make it like 200,000 a month from the tube or 300,000, that shit just gone. I'm gonna cry too.
I cry.
See, this is the thing. They cried, but they faked the funk to finesse their subscribers because they are already making over 300,000 plus from the first night. We don't know how much it went from the first night, but 300,000 plus from the Rumble, from the locals alone, before we get to the Rumble's members and subs, before we get to the super chats. Their baseline off of their locals. So I don't want to hear none of that crying, oh my God, we're so hurt, we lost the financial bag, we're not going to be able to facilitate the business for our employees, we have 20 plus employees, all that shit, we don't care. Let's get it.
I'd cry.
It's gone.
So let me ask y'all, you, Joe and Flip.
No. Hey, hold up. We said like,
Go give us
you going Lil Durkham?
You niggas don't know how to.
Joe.
Niggas don't know how to. They don't know how to behave.
They don't know how to monetize. They don't know how to stay monetized, right?
Hey, listen. There's an art to it. That's how you spell aha.
Yo, A-H-A, nigga. This nigga Joe told me one time I'm the monetized king.
Yo, time out.
So Flip.
What up?
Monetize, because you've explained this a little bit before talking about monetization in the videos. They can demonetize your entire page.
Everything.
And then that means whatever you upload after that, you can't get paid for.
Can't get paid, and you won't continue to get paid off your past videos.
It's over for that,
shit.
dog.
So
It's over.
You are out
It's over now. Move over.
Woo.
Sorry, buddy. Take it over to Rumble.
I need to go to the strip club and hear this. I'm gonna tell the DJ put this on.
Yeah, okay, so I see why these guys were in their feelings. They ran that like a celebration. They're playing the music. They're singing songs. These guys are all laughing. They're all stunting on them. I could see why Fresh and Fit were emotional because they're emotional. They're emotional guys. So you can see it.
Strip club.
Woo.
Fresh and Fit has been kicked out of the YouTube partnership program, which means they can no longer monetize anything, and I guess that is hurtful when you haven't built a business anywhere else and you've just been collecting checks from people.
Not them.
See, so you're gonna tell them now to go.
Now, see, this is the thing. Joe is not fully informed about their business operations outside of YouTube and the real estate things that Myron has allegedly set up that DJ Academics is informed about. So we're going to get to DJ Academics breaking this down, a brief breakdown from DJ Academics, because he is supposed to be impartial. He is supposed to be the person that's able to have an objective breakdown because he's impartial. He's cool with both. He's not choosing sides. But what we see from the DJ Academics is a lot of caping for Fresh and Fit. Defending them on points that they didn't make. A bunch of weird shit we see from Academics. But let's get into this, man.
The ad route?
I'm not telling anyone anything. Everyone can build their business the way they see fit. When I was building mine, I was thinking like long term, just in case somebody don't want to cut me a check. I've ruffled some feathers out there. Let me build it myself so it can't be taken away.
That is pretty much how I build my shit. For the long term. Not that quick finesse, not that grift. I ain't selling you a course on the premise of trust me, bro. We got you, bro. We're looking out for men. Like that none of that bullshit. So it's like, you see, it took Joe a lot longer to build. Fresh and Fit's talking about they grew so astronomically in 2-3 years, X, Y, and Z happened, but y'all also got canceled. The same shit as Andrew Tate. You came up fast, but you said a lot of shit to give you a wave that's going to be polarizing, which is going to lead to certain problems later with brands not wanting to affiliate with you, platforms not wanting to platform you. You're going to deal with those problems because you had that fast astronomical growth with polarizing topics and conversations.
True. Genius.
Smart.
If YouTube left, I would be hurt. But it wouldn't be the end of the world. But I do get to crying about it. There's a lot of people making a lot of money from YouTube. And they didn't kick them off YouTube. They didn't deplatform them.
No.
That hurts more.
So wait, what deplatform?
That is the biggest thing. So when they talk about people laughing at them, like I didn't celebrate Fresh and Fit getting deplatformed, not even deplatformed, demonetized. I had folks on my panel that were celebrating it, not stopping them. But I was lamenting the fact that they were unaccountable and come crying to the fans, knowing that the decisions that they made would lead to something like this. So I was just showing that, listen, these guys are always trying to put the accountability on women and trying to ease the accountability at men, off of men, so men will pay these guys with their little corny-ass grift. And then themselves, they never take accountability for anything. It's always somebody else's fault. So we don't want to hear that. We called that out. We highlighted that. We got the likes up in the chat. We got the likes up in the chat. Chat, come on, y'all. Dusty as fuck out here, man. This is the second time in a row. I ain't going to stop the show, though. We're going to see these likes dusty as shit. Someone removed their like. Somebody removed their like. Who wants to confess? Someone wants to put their hand up in the chat. Who removed their like? Let me block your bitch ass right now. Playing with a nigga out here. The likes are dusty as shit, and this nigga just threw more. He threw more dust on the likes. He's like, yeah, let's bring it down a little bit. What the fuck are we doing out here? God damn. God damn. Shout out to the supporters in the chat. I ain't cussing y'all out. Y'all are not getting the smoke for that one hater. Oh, y'all are moving quick. Shout out to y'all. Let's get it.
Deplatform
Means your
means
show's
you
off.
Off YouTube.
Yeah.
Like suspended. Like,
Banned.
No, forever.
Banned. Like IG.
But now you might as well be, because now you.
Oh shit, I left this on the screen. Yo, I'm stupid, man. Yeah, rough day. Shout out to the chat though. Y'all are holding me down with them likes. Shout out to you.
You're just putting out content for YouTube to monetize for free.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
So there's
you just
point
put it
like
out.
it's
I'm saying, but
Yeah,
YouTube's
still making money, right?
Yeah, but you're still allowed the eyes. We're still allowing you, the YouTube community, to see your content.
Got you.
But you cannot get paid for it. Now, I don't know why them niggas thought that they could be.
They pretty much ended their. Why am I taking myself off the screen? They ended their partnership. So YouTube removed them from the partnership program, demonetizing their channel, removing the ads, removing the super chats. But they're still allowed on their platform, so they didn't deplatform them. YouTube actually did them a favor. They were able to facilitate a stream of income from another platform that's direct to them, direct to consumer. And now all their super chats are going direct to consumer, going to those cash apps. YouTube's not taking the percentage. They lost the ad revenue, great, but they're not doing shows with much ad revenue anyway, because a lot of them shits are demonetized because of the activity that they have on their platform. So they only really get ads while live, but after the lives on the playback. How many times y'all watch Fresh? I know y'all don't watch Fresh and Fit, but if y'all clicked on a video on a playback, y'all don't see ads. Most of their shit's demonetized. So losing ads like that is not a big L for them. It's about the super chat money, but YouTube just pretty much removed the middleman. So YouTube's not getting that money. So Fresh and Fit's they're not hurting right now. The red pill space in general is crashing and burning. It's not easy for a new content creator to get on the platform and start a red pill grift. The folks that were doing the red pill grift are having a tough time right now. The views are looking real dusty. But Fresh and Fit, they ain't struggling. They're not struggling either. But Joe ain't struggling the way they're acting like Joe's struggling. Joe's views may not amount to their views, but Joe's cultural impact is definitely more.
So provocative with their takes and stay in those types of partnership programs.
Why would you not think that when history has proven that you can't?
And that's what got me my
notoriety
over here.
The provocative.
John, you said they def made more from ads than super chats. Now I could see that being possible with the Clips channel, because they have the Clips channel that does a lot of ads. But they were the second most super chatted channel on the platform. They're one of the rare channels that get more revenue from their super chats than they do from their ad revenue. The second most on the entire platform, y'all. They got a lot of super chats.
And you gotta figure this shit out.
I'm just super curious as to what was the reason why YouTube demonetized them, because of everything that they have said.
They said the topics.
The topics. How long have they been going?
Because what YouTube does is that they take notes.
That's it.
It's been years.
They'll take notes.
They got a list. They need to build their case. Watch what you are doing. They're not acting fast.
They don't.
Okay.
You did some hot takes and you got popular, which means you got some eyes on you. That don't mean you have those eyes, the higher ups behind the scenes, the women that work here. We didn't see. Now we see what you're doing because you made enough noise. Oh, and that's what you're doing?
And now the complaints.
You can't do that because as YouTube, if I'm going to strike a deal with Cadillac, I can't come to you and put Cadillac on here. I can't use your page. This page means nothing to me. If the people I got deals with, I can't trust you to just have your normal broadcast is fucking up the flow of business.
Gotcha. Okay. So question for you guys. Are you all familiar with their content?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit.
I'm more familiar than I would like to be.
Right. Okay. do you think that their content was offensive and detrimental to women?
You asking me?
All of you.
I say yes.
Offensive, yes. I don't know about
I think them niggas was deuce who never got any pussy. That's what I think. I think they led that whole incel loser nigga generation. I told them niggas they was losers long ago. We was in Park's other basement. I said, yo.
I said this a long time ago. I said this 2.5 years ago from now. From this day currently, from 2.5 years ago. I said it's Revenge of the Nerds, Incel Nation, bunch of dweebs, but they cultivated that audience. And that audience spends a lot of money. They hear that they're not the problem. To remove the accountability from themselves and their dusting dating selection, they put it on the women. They pay a lot of money.
You niggas is losers. I don't think y'all will be around this long, so I ain't even gonna talk about y'all. Sure enough, y'all not around.
No, we did. My whole thing with that is
But I also think you gain all.
Yeah, it's on the Clips channel. 2.5 years ago, I said Revenge of the Nerds. These niggas target the man.
By doing that. So like when we say that, do you think that person hates black people? Well, I don't fucking know, but it's a good way to gain an audience. Do you think that person hates women? I don't know, but they're gaining an audience. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I
know what people are doing to try to grow their business.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not thinking of the partnerships that are in place. A lot of y'all think y'all are just content creators on your own. I'm doing it by myself. I don't need nobody. And
I think it went personally. I think it went beyond content
and also,
creation.
And also with YouTube, when you get a lot of reports.
How can you say that?
That's my personal opinion. I think it went beyond content creation.
You think they really believed it? Like,
yes,
believed the things that they were saying?
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, like I think that there are content creators who fully believe in the things that they say, regardless of how how hurtful and detrimental it can be to another person's.
How do you distinguish between the two? And what about them makes you say that?
Yeah, that they went past.
Yeah, I didn't see anything outside that they did that went past the content. I thought it was just.
I think number one, the consistency was a dead giveaway in terms of just like the mentality that they both.
But they can have that mentality, but when it might not have necessarily spilled to outside.
When you create a character, Mel, it's important that you stick to that character, especially if you're creating an audience behind it.
Listen, I totally understand that.
No, but I understand what you're saying.
And that's just why I say this is my own personal opinion. That I don't care if anybody else shares it. I know that there are a lot of people that share the opinion, but it's my personal opinion. I came to it on my own, and it was a show that I found I couldn't watch it at all, like ever.
All right, Flip. So I'm doing some reading here, and I think you're right. Like you said, they take notes. Like,
I know that
because
already.
Yeah, I'm looking. It says here.
Yeah, you hear that? This nigga said, I think them niggas is bitches for crying on air. Who said that? Was that Ish?
They took notes on me.
They were demonetized for 7 days a couple months ago. So it's like, all right, my nigga, we warned y'all. If you keep it up, okay, you didn't learn your lesson. You come back, you keep going. All right, cool. Now you out of here.
At the height, I was getting 500,000 per video. They taught me a lesson. The height, and I had just moved into a new spot on 42nd. They teach you, and because people report you too, right. And they take all the reports into consideration. Oh, you want to talk about this? You want to make fun? Or you want to have people fighting you on that show? Okay, all right, we got you.
Have you healed from that? Like it sounded like you didn't get over it yet.
I mean,
sound like that really fucked you up.
I made another page, and I got almost 2 million subscribers on that. So I made another page.
There you go.
But the crazy shit is,
I didn't heal
because their content was probably.
Now he needs to keep that on the hush. He needs to keep that on the hush if he has another page and they banned one page because they'll try to come for the other one. He needs to keep that on the hush. But what he's talking about is right, man.
So just monolithic, they couldn't deviate. Because people were watching it for that.
Yeah.
Now you can't do nothing else.
Y'all
yourself into a corner.
are dupes. I'm not trying to seriously unpack this.
Nah, you get what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas was bringing them young ass girls up there, kicking them out, calling them bitches, degrading them. Y'all wasn't doing that to like adults.
Y'all was little young.
It wasn't even for
all
Sexy Reds.
It wasn't even for that. It wasn't even for quality.
Sexy Red would have tore that shit up. Y'all wasn't doing that to.
Nah, this is the thing. They had some older women on there, if you were above the age of 30, they would play a drop and focus on your age. But they've had older women on the panel that they've kicked out as well. It's not just younger women. There a lot of them are drunk. A lot of them get drunk.
Keisha and them
I
for the
think one of
project.
them girls did try to shoot at them niggas or some shit. I don't know. One of them girls they kicked out, tried to come back up there with something. Then you doing that shit in like your home.
Oh shit.
Like
that's dangerous.
No, my thing.
Yeah, we covered that. One of the girls allegedly had the blicky in her purse, and Academics got all emotional, and he was yelling at her. And that was the big act moment. It got real dusty on those panels. But YouTube decided they didn't want to affiliate with them. And you can't blame them. The red pill's crashing and burning. It's looking like a woman-hating sector. That's the optics. Whether it be that or not, that's what it's looking like. And YouTube doesn't want to be associated with that.
They got the game
Whoops.
Crying
twisted.
shit. Like, you can't get up there and talk about how big your dick is and you got and all that, and then they snatch your bread. I thought you was the business guy.
And that's the other thing. You
I thought you was the business guy.
I don't want to hear nothing about women
Macho man.
from you niggas no more.
Macho
Shut
man.
the fuck. Well, I didn't want to hear before, but shut the fuck up now. If niggas cut your water off and you get the boo-hoo, the boo-hoo.
That's why I couldn't believe y'all niggas said they was crying.
Said you don't go sell a fucking brick. What was you doing before YouTube, you loser ass nigga? YouTube just got here in 0807. You crying your little heart out.
This nigga said go sell a brick. Yo, Joe.
Stop it. Get some help.
Leaving your man on camera to look stupid and sad by himself. Now the girl in sight can't get them girls up there now, huh? Hey, it's tough when you broke. It's tough when you broke and not famous. Now all that 5, 6, 7 girls sit around the table let us degrade you. It smells different now. Damn it.
Now, as much as I would like to agree with Joe on this one, he's wrong. They have money. They still have the girls coming on their panels. Those women are definitely capitalizing on the opportunity. People are like, yo, why are these dumb girls still going on the panels X, Y, and Z just to get fodderized? Their OnlyFans are going up, and they're making that exchange. They're making that money. The incels are paying for the OnlyFans after dunking on them. So they're paying money, actively paying money for insults. So they'll pay $100 super chat, so Myron and them will insult the women with their super chat so they can laugh it up, and then they'll subscribe to that same woman's OnlyFans following the episode. They're content doing it, and the women are content being a part of that cycle. They're making their money on Rumble. They're making their money on locals. Their fans are still super chatting away. As much as we would like to cook them and call them up for crying, which he's a bitch for crying, you know your money is still coming on your way because your fans are still supporting you. You got that cult-like audience. Congratulations. But why are you crying for? What you crying for? You didn't get deplatformed. You didn't lose your entire channel. I wonder what these guys would do if they lost their entire channel, all their videos, their entire uploads, their Google would, their SEO would change now. It would be harder to find them on Google. I wonder how they would have reacted then, because it's happened to many folks. It's happened to me in the past. Got my channel back. I bring that up too much. Nonetheless, folks had to deal with those type of issues. How would you deal with that?
Act on camera looking all sad. Fuck them goofies.
It's facts. It's facts.
I got him with it. Act put it up.
No, Act do his little twitch shit when you talk about, yeah, my man's lost it. Nigga, fuck them niggas. Hey, everybody won't go.
Now, Joe seen Fresh and Fit's reaction. His obvious reaction was this.
I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Now, let's hear what Academics has to say about this.
Called 10K projects, they're going to tell me. Joe Budden and Myron beef? Where can I find that beef at? Joe Budden versus Fresh and Fit. Like, where can I find it? I gotta tell me what to type in. What?
Fresh and Fit boys.
I could go back to my own. Yo, I had a page, the original DJ Academics TV. That got deleted. It wasn't even my main page. My backup page had 140,000 subscribers. I remember being in a
You hear that? His page got deleted at 140,000 subscribers. Deleted, not demonetized, deleted. All the reports that he's done, all the videos gone. That's way worse. Especially when you're building a long-term career on these platforms and in broadcasting in general. You don't want these things to happen to you.
Apartment. This is before I bought my G-Wagon. Before really, like, it was just, I was at a time where I didn't know if this YouTube thing was going to work, but I quit my job already. And when it got deleted, I cried in the bathroom. And I'm very proud to say, because I'm sorry, I've rolled the dice and risked my entire livelihood for this.
Crying to me, and I'm not having
And y'all want to laugh at the women constantly and say they're unaccountable for the decision making. We all did this. Well, not all. Some people are passively doing YouTube, but the people that are taking it full time and serious content creators, there's some sort of risk, some sort of jumping out on a ledge, putting yourself out there, quitting jobs to put in more hours on this. We've all done that. So you lose a channel, you have to make contingency plans. You got to make sure that you're all right in this field, and it's hard. Sometimes YouTube is all you got. So if YouTube is all you got to pretty much be responsible on the platform. But there is some inconsistencies on this platform, and a lot of people that got their channel yanked off for illegitimate reasons, including myself. So sometimes it's kind of like, come on. Sometimes there's nothing you can do, but other times, like Fresh and Fit, where it's obvious you could have done better, you could have been accountable, you could have been responsible with your platform. Not all cases are the same. We can't be that lazy, but let's get it, y'all.
I'm sorry. Y'all can clown me. I cried like a baby, my nigga. My girl consoled me. It's going to be all right. I was thinking, shut the fuck up. The fuck you know about it being all right? Now, granted, I have a main channel, but I had some monetization problem with my main channel. And then that's when I made my new main channel, which is now the one that has 2.8 whatever. And yeah, but back then, bro, fuck, I'm crying.
I cry.
It's gone. So let me ask y'all.
I vehemently disagree with Joe about this. And the next time I go up to Joe Budden's podcast, I will be debating and defending, but not just.
TaylorMade says, glad your channel prevailed, LT. This is the thing. That channel's back. Blunt Talk with LT's back, but the views are dusty. So did it prevail? Kind of. We're over here on LTTV. I had to build a whole new ship, but nonetheless, you right on that. We did prevail. Let's get it.
Defending Fresh and Fit because I'm cool with them, and obviously I'm cool with Joe, you know that. But really defending, like honestly, and I'm not bullshitting around, and I'm pretty sure members of the Joe Budden podcast will see this. Shout out to y'all. Ice-ish, Parks, what's up with you? Y'all could have this as a topic. Again, and maybe it's just the Fresh and Fit supporters are 10 times more supportive with putting their money where their mouth is than Joe Budden's audience, than my audience. I'm telling you. Again, maybe it's the quote-unquote incel culture. Bro, the demonetization obviously is going to hurt, like, you know, just off.
He's right. He's right. Those Fresh and Fit fans, they spend a lot of money on super chats. Way more than academics folks. Way more than Joe Budden's folks. Joe Budden doesn't even do live streams like that, so he's not getting them super chats. He's getting it out the AdSense. But, yeah, man, they get a lot of money on the super chats.
Estimations or whatever, they probably were making like at least $150,000 a month. That does hurt, right? Now, again, what you should also remember, if you're making that a month on YouTube and you also have a Rumble contract, Rumble's probably matching that or exceeding it. So, again, you know, I think they're going to be okay. Yeah, you were making 300, you lost 150. But now, and I've told them this before, yo, build your own platform. Like, yo, y'all are doing shit that I could tell it's fucking up the status quo. Y'all should invest in trying to have a platform like Alex Jones. Y'all are selling ideology. Anytime you sell ideology and not just entertainment on these platforms, like, for example, Joe Budden sells entertainment. I sell entertainment. Fresh and Fit sell ideology. Nick Fuentes, even though I know he's extreme, ideology. Steven Crowder, ideology.
That's facts. That's why they got these indoctrinated incels, and that's why they need multiple platforms to create a system, and the system would become the red pill, and people are indoctrinated on these talking points. So they're selling ideology.
when you start selling ideology and your ideology becomes opposed to what these platforms are willing to tolerate, you should build your own platform. And by the way, if the people who believe in the ideology, they'll fund it. They'll fund it. So I do think Fresh and Fit...
Now, he's giving them all sorts of content strategies.
We don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
Now, I just heard that O'Shea Duke Jackson dropped a video. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson with this video. He says, Fresh and Fit take another L and get exposed for this. So what are they getting exposed for now? Let me see this real quick.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I keep telling you that Fresh and Fit are hypocrites. And you guys keep saying that I'm a hater. You guys keep saying that I'm jealous. You're saying all of this stuff that doesn't make any sense. And guys, I've worked with content creators that make a lot more money than me. I've worked with content creators all over the world. I've worked with content creators in every continent. I myself have over 250 million channel views and have done so in many different content genres. Pan-African, speed dating, you name it, I've done. I'm getting rich. So nobody has any reason to be jealous of anybody, especially here on what you would consider YouTube or Black YouTube. But the facts are the facts. If you are a loser and if you are a liar, that is what you are. We can't get around that, right? And Fresh and Fit are that, right? I never wanted to be a guy who got into a room with a whole bunch of girls, kicking them out of the goddamn apartment just to make some money, right? But I'm gonna prove the hypocrisy and how strong it is. I want you to remember a guy by the name of FouseyTube. FouseyTube here on YouTube recently.
FouseyTube's always crashing out on some dumb shit. Always. There's nothing you could support about what the hell FouseyTube does on the platform. What do they do now? They supporting Fousey's dumb shit with that woman in that airport. What are they doing? Let's hear this, y'all.
Tried to do a fake prank call in which he was threatening to do things to himself and got himself arrested while...
Oh, that shit. I was like, what the hell was that? Yeah, I seen that. He was in his hotel room just going like a manic episode he was having, and he called the cops on himself, and then he was surprised when he got arrested. Absolute idiocy. Shout out to Brother Jumbie with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Selling an ideology, these Negroes are a bromosexual cult of women-hating incels. Well, that's the ideology. That's what it is.
Streaming live. But he's done things like that all the time. Okay? He's crazy. He's insane. He's been doing this sort of thing for years. He's the most insane live streamer it is today. Okay? Now, when FouseyTube got arrested for his outrageous outburst, and it's so bad I don't even want to play it and get demonetized, this is what Fresh and Fit had to say about FouseyTube.
I mean, if you look at it, most people that are on YouTube or, for example, on Twitch or even Kick or Rumble, they are looked at as superhumans because you can do no wrong and you have to always abide by, people's opinions.
Yeah.
But in reality speaking, as a creator, you're
Wait.
What? Superhumans because you can do no wrong and you have to always abide by, people's opinions.
Yeah.
But in reality speaking, as a creator, you're a human being.
Yeah.
You're gonna mess up. No one's perfect. So I think he made some mistakes, of course, as we did as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's trying. So
yeah, and I can tell you guys this, right? We've had a pretty tough week.
Yeah.
And I can.
He made some mistakes, but he's trying. Women, when y'all get on Fresh and Fit's panel, if y'all made mistakes that they're trying to hold you accountable for and be like, women need to do better, just be like, I made some mistakes, but I'm trying. And then pull up Fresh saying that about FouseyTube, who's fucked up way more than anybody on these platforms when it comes to this fame and this clout shit. We're talking about Brittany Renner and all these other folks going out sad. FouseyTube has gone out way sadder than all of them. He's made up stories about his affiliation with Drake. He got knocked out by Deji. He called the cops on himself, went out sad. He almost incriminated himself as a sexual deviant. Yo, FouseyTube needs to...
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
I don't want to hear nothing about FouseyTube. What are we talking about here? Shout out to Taylor May with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Taylor Made says, loving the content. Shout out to LTTV. Shout out to you. Let's get it.
Absolutely empathize with what he's going through. We're going through it as well. Everybody deals with their problems in different ways. And yeah, I mean, you don't kick people when they're down. You know,
Yo, everybody deals with their problems in different ways, and you don't kick anybody when they're down. So when you're calling out the women on your panel for their dusty decisions, and they're down, trying to feel better, don't kick them when they're down, and everybody makes mistakes, and everybody lives lives in their own way. Whatever the hell you said.
That's not the intention of this podcast. We're actually simply going to bring awareness to it. And I think, and there's a bunch of you here in the chat, guys, that are probably going through a tough time in your life as well. And, you know, I think this is a galvanizing force for us to come together and talk about these things in a situation where there's not going to be any judgment, and we can go ahead and actually speak openly about it. And I think that's why I think content like this is so important, because
yeah, it's important for men and men only. That's why you get called a woman-hating misogynist platform, because it doesn't matter how bad, it doesn't matter what the hell the deplorable acts that the men do on the men's side. It's we got to be here to listen to them, no judgment, all this coddling. And you know what the coddling does? It makes weak men. And you know what weak men do? Watch Fresh and Fit and blame women for their problems to send them super chats all day. So it's a cycle. They're creating the weak men that they complain about and coddling the weak men and their feelings and all this bullshit. Oh, women need to speak to men a certain way with a certain femininity and softness, but men could speak to women however the fuck they want. 2 + 2 is fucking 2, or 2 + 2 is fucking 4. Accept it. We don't care. Type shit. We don't care how we tell you the stats. We can say all this bullshit is like, come on, man. What are we doing out here? This coddling this is why content creators and men are like, oh, how are men hating on a men's space? Y'all are working for the women. Y'all are simps, X, Y, and Z. We're looking at y'all like y'all are the weak men. We see y'all as the problem. Stop being weak. Handle your own. Stand on your own twos. Be accountable for your decisions. Stop pointing at the women. They're not making all the problems in your life. You are. Passport bros, remember, wherever you go, there you are. You're bringing yourself and your dustiness too. So understand that. Oh, I'm just going to escape America. These bitches ain't shit. Meanwhile, you ain't shit and you're bringing your ain't shit ass along with you. So it's like, what are we doing out here?
we need more male spaces like this, right? We don't have a lot of male spaces like this where guys can talk about their problems and everything else like that. And I want to say this too.
So you guys see they're making all sorts of excuses for this man. All right, again, I know that we're biased to our friends and we're biased to, people that we know, but you can clearly hear they're making excuses. Now, I want you to look at another outburst by somebody else who probably legitimately is also crazy. We know her as Brittany Renner. Now, for the record,
No, I'm not defending Brittany Renner. We're not doing that. I hope that's not the direction of this video. O'Shea, don't do us like this. Pause. Mike Brown says Myron carrying the Fresh and Fruity podcast with a laughing face. Myron has been carrying that podcast from day one. Myron is the personality. Myron is what made the podcast. Fresh is not even like a Robin to the Batman. He's not even a player 2 ass nigga. Fresh is damn near a spectator. Fresh is not even really like, he's not even like the hype man on stage. I don't even know what Fresh's role is. He's improved his speech. He's taken speech classes so he's not stuttering 24/7. So shout out to him for that. But even after he fixed his speech impediment, the stuttering issue, there's a lack of content coming from Fresh, a lack of substance. So he got past the speech hurdle, but then there's still nothing to say. So Fresh,
if you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
You're lucky that Myron dragged you with him to the millions. You are lucky that Solo TV 84 put y'all together. You should be thanking Solo to the tune of some thousands of dollars. Solo TV should be getting a monthly stipend from these motherfuckers.
Renner has never done nearly the same things that FouseyTube has done. Not even close. Not even 5% of the ridiculous stuff that this guy has done. It's not even close by any means necessary. Okay? Not close. But I want you to hear, again, let's watch her clip, just so we know how ridiculous she is. Then we're going to come back.
Hey, listen now, listen.
Listen to what I'm saying. Shut the f up when a real is talking.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
Get the room.
Take the room.
Shut up. Shut the f up.
Yes, ma'am. Here we go.
Because I'm a real You hear what I'm saying?
Talk.
And I care. And I'm a hopeful romantic. But I can't control. At the end of the day, I try to force something that wasn't mine. That wasn't my person. And that's okay. He's sitting over there. Shut the
All right, so we can clearly see something's wrong with her, right? Here's what they have to say about Brittany Renner.
Yeah, has been going viral.
Yes.
On the internet once again.
Yes.
Infamous lady of the night.
Well, you should probably give a background on who this individual is because they might not know.
We
did meet her in person.
But academics, actually.
Yes.
And it was a very long and treacherous podcast because we got attacked verbally. We were under attack, bro. Wait, what do you call it? Verbal damage? No, emotional damage?
Verbal abuse.
She did that to us,
I
bro.
think is a term.
I couldn't take it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But we did a podcast with academics and her, and off camera she's really cool, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She's smart, calculating what she's doing, but at the same time, it's kind of like her whole demeanor on camera was different. And you can see a clip what happened that day, but
yeah.
How thoughts on Brittany Renner meeting her in person? Good or bad? What are your thoughts on her meeting her?
Expectations were met.
Yeah.
She was exactly who I thought she would be.
Was she special?
No, she was not. She
we said that on air.
Yo, every episode, this nigga in his goddamn booty shorts / boxers, same goddamn pair.
No, this nigga gay as hell.
Wallahi al-azim, you are gay. Don't say this to me. Wallahi, you are gay.
What is this?
About that. Yeah, I said she wasn't special. I mean, bro, she's a typical female that's entitled, man. Like, and here's the thing: it's not just her. Like, the thing is, the reason why she has, a lot of women that agree with her is because I've told y'all before. Like, a lot of women are group thinkers. They think the way that she thinks.
So now they're making every excuse for FouseyTube. Then what?
But do you see what I'm talking about in the way they interpret some of these actions? We will call out the actions in the same way sometimes when we're speaking about folks like Brittany Renner. The thoughts of the world, the obvious thoughts that are out there thoughting it up for clout. He will then take Brittany Renner and say, yeah, women will all agree with that because women are all this way. And it's like you're trying to put the thoughts on all women. All women are this way. This is exactly what I was talking about when I say this is what Fresh and Fit do. All the men they're speaking to is high-value men. Every man is a high-value man. All participation trophies for the incels in their chat. And all women are thoughts. So all the talking points come from, oh, this is a thought mentality. We're just going to put it on all women.
So now they're making every excuse for FouseyTube.
Oh, shit.
Then what?
I didn't go far enough.
They're saying,
it is what it is.
Well, this is common, modern woman stuff. I mean, just ridiculously, trying to basically put Brittany Renner down and excuse the other guy, who she was drunk. That at least let that be known. She was intoxicated, which is what we can deal with. Guess who wasn't intoxicated? Can you guess? FouseyTube. Now, I just want to say this, okay? These guys are so hypocritical. And again, both of them are bad.
Now, I agree with what O'Shea is saying, but we don't know that Fousey was not intoxicated. Fousey be on all sorts of shit.
When does crack, now, so the cocaine's happening, when does that crack come into play?
That shit crazy, for sure. But to say that FouseyTube needs sympathy and needs help, but then turn around and say, oh yeah, that's typical modern woman groupthink. Yeah, it doesn't shock me. What are you talking about? FouseyTube got arrested, okay? Do you know what it means to be arrested? He got incarcerated on his live stream. I have never yet to see Brittany Renner get what? Arrested.
Now, there was a possibility of Brittany Renner being arrested from that last podcast because she could have been charged with assault and battery if things continued the way it was, because she was damn near assaulting folks, throwing all sorts of equipment, water bottles at people. She was trying to get Shannon Briggs riled up. Like that, man. But he wasn't going to do nothing to her. They were protecting her.
It has never happened. Where is she getting arrested? I'm going to tell you, because you just don't see it. She got drunk. She yelled at a few people. She went home. Still bad, still crazy. FouseyTube has been doing ridiculous stuff for years on the platform. Almost getting kicked off. But again, now she needs... But you see what I'm saying? That something's wrong with...
Wait, Vaughn says he wasn't arrested. He was taken to a mental institution till he was apprehended on his live stream. But they took him to a mental institution? Yikes.
With her, but nothing's wrong with him. He's the one that needs help.
Fousey definitely needs help.
And bro, you gotta...
Nah, man, they need some help, man.
How unserious can you be? Are you...
Yeah, that's facts, TG. They all need help. They both need help.
You serious? Or you don't want to be serious right now?
You see, Myron, this was pre-hair surgery. All these niggas make fun of women with their hair helmets and their weaves and wigs or whatever, but they're doing the surgeries too. So
are you insane? Sounds like it. Sounds like you're very unserious. In fact, it don't even sound like you're very unserious. You are very unserious. And I don't like the fact that, one guy will see what one person is doing wrong, which is worse, and completely forgive that person. Then see what somebody else is doing, which is lesser than the other person, and then try to crucify them to the cross just because they're in the wrong gender. I mean, I know we're in the world of, with some of these guys here, all women or whatever else, and that fits the narrative. But if you think that by any means Brittany Renner is somehow worse than FouseyTube, you are insane. There is no, I would rather be around her, for sure. That guy is completely insane, without a shadow of a doubt. He has had problems for over a decade on this platform. He is belligerent, absolutely incompetent. So how much more can you lie? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. We're out.
Oh, I'm muted? Damn, hold up, y'all. We were damn near playing the whole video. This guy got his merch. Y'all, if y'all want the merch, Black Men Are Perfect. Hey, yo, what is this, bro? I think I'd have to, walk around constantly saying pause if I had this shirt on. I get it, Negro Manosphere. Shout out to O'Shea, but...
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
Yeah. Hold up, y'all. This is a very important thing that I need to cover. I was gonna throw this in the next show in regards to the woman that got bricked in her face. Because I know there's some niggas that I fuck with that are laughing at the girl that got bricked in her face. And I'm like, bro, chill. You bringing that shit to YouTube, making videos about that, it's not a good look. But, hold up, y'all. I'm not laughing about that at all. I don't care that she may have been talking shit on her social media, doing skits. That does not give you the right to brick a woman in the face with a brick, obviously. And the men that are standing up for it and validating her getting hit in the face with a brick is a bit crazy. So I definitely wanted to add this to the show. If I can just not fail this time. Hold up, y'all. Let me just... I hate hearing the clicking. Let me mute myself real quick. Y'all listen to the elevator music real quick while I set this up. It's better than hearing the clicking. All right. Angel Nicole says, were those slapping white people videos just skits, LT? I don't know what to think. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't like insulting y'all in the chat. I don't like insulting my viewers, but y'all have to be idiots to not know that those were skits. Like, did y'all see how she slapped the man in the face, walked by him, did her strut and started twerking, and the man just stood there? He didn't make contact with the slap. Like, none of them shits were real. They were set up skits for TikTok. There's no way you could believe that was real. So this is what Sarah Garvey posted. These type of women think they can physically abuse men and take kindness for weakness. Now, shout out to Moxie. Yeah, Moxie's in the chat saying I put Sarah Garvey in his place for this post. That's what I'm speaking about right now, because I seen this. I don't know if this was on your community tab, but he talks about Brittany Renner as a case study of women who think they can attack men and get away with it, throwing things at men, pouring water on them, and expecting no physical repercussions. Okay. She should have got physically checked. So he wanted Brittany Renner. This has nothing to do with the brick, but people were celebrating the brick. They're like, good for her. She's a feminist. She's a lesbian. She's X, Y, and Z. They were dogging her. I'm like, what part of the game is that, bro? But she should have got checked physically. Moxie said this to him. Moxie said, physically checked by who? Kindly let us know. Moxie was like, physically checked by who? So men are supposed to do that? Sarah Garvey says the people she attacked. So physically checked by the men that she attacked. So when she poured water on them, they were supposed to put hands, knees, feet, and toes on that chick. Moxie came through with, I see. So you're okay with men putting their hands on women for the purpose of physical violence. Fuck out of here. If those simps had an issue with it, they would have kicked her out of the studio. That's facts. They were simps. They did not. Stop trying to pander to your audience with your BS for the purpose of clicks and views. It's ridiculous and lacks integrity. So Moxie called him out. Put him in his place. Sarah Garvey has to hold his L for that one. Talking about hitting women.
Go to jail, you son of a bitch! All right, hold on, man. You go to jail!
It's not gonna work out, sir. And Moxie called it out. They're simps. If those simps had an issue with it, they would have kicked her out of her studio. Fresh and Fit style. They would have played the Dom DeMarco. They would have called it a Frank Castle. And that would have been deserved. It's ridiculous and lacks integrity is the last bar, and that's facts. You did this to pander to your audience for the purpose of clicks and views. There was more. Wait, there was more, Moxie? Shout out to Moxie. Moxie, if you want to call in and let us know the details, you can. You don't even have to cam up. You know the cam up rules. You can dodge those for this so we can get some insight on this story. I don't know if he went back and forth. I thought he got cooked. I thought he instantly seen this and he just quit. He's like, fuck this. I got cooked. There's nothing I can say.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Because that's what I would have thought. I'm like, yo, I'm campaigning for men putting their hands on women. So they think that anytime a woman acts a certain way, that's just it's right for them to just put their hands on them. Oh, she was acting a little ghetto. She was doing too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna knock this bitch out type shit. What are we doing out here?
Get him out of here! He's got no place in here! Get rid of him! Okay.
At least Fresh and Fit don't campaign for men putting their hands on women. All this equal rights, equal lefts fuck shit that these men are trying to put out there. This is why modern women in their country are the way they are, and they complain about them. They're a reflection of y'all leadership, or lack thereof. That's what it comes down to. Y'all are campaigning to beat up women, to pretty much be like women. Y'all want to compete with women, argue with women 24/7, and complain and wonder why y'all are single. It makes no sense. Moxie, do we have more details? Do you want to supply more details in the Discord? Are you going to call in voice only to let us know? We need more details. You said there was more, but I don't have it currently. I want to know the more. I want to know if he responded, you responded. We want the details. Okay, so Moxie's going to send them now. But this was pathetic. Those men were betas. Those men were there to try to get the goddamn views. They knew what they were doing. They did that whole Brittany Renner goes crazy shit. They took it down. Everyone clipped it up. Everyone's reacting to it. And then they slowly put out clips and clips of them having normal, cordial conversation. So it was to promote the interview and to promote the channel. That's that clout chasing shit. A lot of people do that clout chasing shit chest out, and they don't care as long as they're getting paid. So when Moxie calls him out and says this lacks integrity, this is ridiculous and lacks integrity, you're trying to do that same shit. You're trying to grift right now. And look how much people liked it. 783 people liked this post. You always have to blame the men for having these type of women around them, knowing about their character when they're just dealing with them, putting hands on them. It's like, you know it, you see it once, maneuver outside of that. Of course, we're not absolving women of being abusive, but that does not mean you get to put your hands on these women. All right, so let me check the Discord real quick. What do we have here? Let's see if we can pull up more of the conversation. Moxie, what's up, man? Moxie, where you at? Oh, Moxie said she'll send now. My bad. I'm late in the chat. Where is the Brittany Renner apology, says RT, the brand? Brittany Renner apology. What did she apologize? She apologized for that mess? She didn't apologize for that mess. Did she? Jay Williams said they shouldn't have let her do that. They should have gotten her the fuck out of there. They should have. They wanted the clicks and views so badly that they were willing to go outside. A lot of folks on this platform do that. A lot of folks on this platform are willing. They're like, hey, this is a business. Oh shit, Moxie already sent this. I'm late as hell. Let me save these images real quick. And let's add that. Shout out to Moxie for cooking Sarah Garvey. Nothing against Sarah Garvey, but this take was egregiously bad. So shout out to Moxie. All right. Shit, nigga. Nigga like me struggling right now. Hold up, y'all. Hey, yo, what in the... All right. We got one. Hold up, y'all. All right. Is this in order? Which one's first? Okay. I guess this one's first. I'm okay with people defending themselves from attackers. Okay, defending themselves. Don't attack people and think you're above getting reprimanded. Unfortunately, we live in a world where certain adults think they can attack other adults, then come up with excuses. As an adult, you shouldn't attack anyone, but if you do, you need a reminder. So that's different. It's not like she was out there throwing punches and they were defending themselves. You said they should have put hands on her for throwing the bottles and pouring water. Your response is the reason so many women think they can act like toddlers, having a tantrum and not get a spanking. Stop acting like children. Were those guys in that studio acting like men, or were they acting like clout-chasing demons that wanted the views? So they let her act a fool, allowed her to damage studio equipment that is not cheap. I can't read this bottom thing. I don't know why this thing is in the way, but that person's comment doesn't really matter. Oh, I can 2 at a time? Yo, I'm dumb. I don't know how to do none of this shit. All right, so Moxie said, okay, this person says, Moxie, imagine being a devoted wife and still making those type of reaction videos. LOL. You should be calling this behavior out, lady. Moxie says, I defended you against Pearl, but you're actually quite similar to the with your views on women. Men should not touch women in a non-loving way, and what you're doing is putting out a dog whistle to allow psychotic men to think that it's okay to do so. Just look at your comments. Brittany Renner acted completely insane, and these podcasters should have thrown her out of the studio if they thought she crossed the line. I'm happily married, and you're not. I don't need you telling me a damn thing. Now, that's fact. Yo, Moxie, stop cooking these folks. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Be light on them. Stop cooking them. I'm obviously capping. Do your thing, Moxie. They came at you wrong. Sarah Garvey tried to attack back, and he tried to move goalposts about talking about defending yourselves from an attack when that you clearly restructured what happened here. She was throwing bottles, yes. None of the bottles connected. She was pouring water on them. She was pouring water on the equipment. Those men should have stood up and been like, we're wrapping up this interview. Get her out of here. Have female security if you want to take it that far. But nonetheless, those men should have acted in the best interest of their podcast, their platform, and being men, instead of allowing her to do what she wanted to do for the views and then crying victim after. That's what they do in the manosphere. And you could see why Sarah Garvey was aligned with Pearl in the first place, putting out that message. No disrespect, Sarah, but you got cooked. And then when Pearl says, not Pearl, that's so disrespectful. When Moxie says these things about you, she defending you against Pearl, and your views being quite similar with this dog whistle for psychotic men, she's not lying. This is facts. Yo, RT the brand, stop dissing, bro. Stop dissing, bro. Stop. All right, y'all want to see somebody get cooked? Y'all want to see a cooking? Y'all want to see one of the red pill manosphere guys that is ungrateful? I have to call out the lead. The lead attorney is an ungrateful content creator.
Shout out to LTTV.
I have to say this because O'Shea put him on. This is why you got to put yourself on, build your own platform so you're not beholden to somebody else's cosign. You would never see 50 Cent disrespecting Eminem because 50 was going to blow anyway. 50 was going to have a big wave, but having that Eminem cosign pushed him to diamond. So it's like he always thanks Eminem for putting him on. You see Stephen A. Smith always respecting Skip, whether they disagree on something or not. He's not throwing dirt on Skip Bayless's name. You see Shannon Sharp, even going through what they went through, still respecting Skip Bayless's name, not throwing dirt on his name because they brought them to that level. The lead attorney was put on by O'Shea Duke Jackson. O'Shea Duke Jackson put on a lot of folks in the manosphere space, co-signed them. That had a lot to do with their success, not taking anything away from their independent grind and what they the standard that they brought to the platform when it comes to their content, not taking anything away. But when you get that cosign, it's like getting thrown an alley-oop for your dunk. So TLA was not standing. He was not standing with the brothers. He was not standing with O'Shea. He was not standing with black folks. He wavered and played that line when it came to just Pearly things. I pulled this one up out of the crates as I was doing research. This one popped up into my... I've seen this before, but I didn't see this on Duke's channel before. Duke the Don cooked the lead attorney, and the lead attorney went to straight shaming language to be unaccountable for holding Pearl accountable. This is several months old, but we gotta watch this because Duke absolutely cooked him, and then he tried to use his audience against Duke and do some shaming language bullshit. I've been meaning to break this down a long time ago, originally on the Lead Attorney's channel, but let's do it from
Emotionally,
Duke's channel.
spiritually, you've done enough. You do not have to keep supporting this kid on child support all the way through college. If you want to give her some stuff through college, fine, give it to her. Let her fuck off the money like all college people do. They got to learn somehow.
I've gotten some, you know what? I'll save that for later.
YouTube started sending me these big ass checks. I started fucking them up. Shout out to Pocket Watching with JT. I had to get so.
Listen, Mike Brown, you say you like the Lead Attorney. Nothing is stopping y'all from supporting anybody that I react to getting cooked. Duke cooked them in here. It is what it is. Anybody being impartial and not being a super fan of each can see that Duke held him to the fire, and TLA was being unaccountable. So you can be a fan. I'm not telling y'all to not be a fan. The TLA supported this brand inadvertently. I don't know if he meant to, but
shout out to LTTV.
It is what it is. When I jumped on his panel a while ago, Drunk High jumped on his panel, got the shout out. So shout out to him for that. But nonetheless, he was frauding. He was cooning. He was looking at Pearl as an opportunity for money, the way the Duke calls him out, because he not once said, oh, Pearl's racist. He said the same thing that King Riches and Auntie Jenny said. Oh, I held Pearl accountable. I said what she said was stupid. You didn't say what she said was racist. You didn't lament the obvious. You tiptoed around it because of the business interest, and it's quite evident. So Duke called him out.
Oh, with them, I was like, man, I'm fucking up this money. She's 18, 19. She's going to be in college. Of course.
The Zero Fucks experience says, hold up. The Zero Fucks experience says, you're supposed to get cooked when you're out of pocket. What's the problem? See, this is the problem. There ain't no problem. But when it's the red pill space, they don't want to be held accountable for anything. When it's the manosphere space, they don't want to be held accountable for anything. They want to point the finger. It's always somebody else's fault. So when you get called out and cooked, it becomes a much bigger deal, and all of a sudden everybody's enemies now because you can't hold anybody accountable for their fuck shit.
She's gonna fuck it up. Give it directly to her and let her fuck it up. Your daughter's already told you that the child support is used on the other 3 kids that I guess are not even yours. All right? So no, do not pay for college unless you want to, and then pay the school directly or put the money into your child's account directly.
Now, I was skeptical of Lead Attorney at first, but I wanted to definitely, give the Lead Attorney some grace. And because I remember when Tommy first went to his platform and he said he's an idiot. He said, what kind of attorney stops practicing law in his prime in his legal years to do YouTube? He must have been a shitty lawyer, not making money. That's what Tommy said. And then he says he spoke to him and he said he wasn't smart. But nonetheless, I gave him the grace to find out for myself.
And let her fuck that off, because Lord knows she gonna fuck it off. But if somebody's gonna fuck off your money, let it be your daughter. All right? Shout out to
some people that need to
the Duke. Shout out to the Duke. How are you doing, brother?
What's good, man? Thank you. I'm doing well. Actually, you know what? I'm not doing well, Lee, because I got a problem with you, bro.
Okay, here we go. All got a problem with
I'm not doing okay, Lee. We got to talk about this because you not right now. You guilty of seriously not holding some people that need to be held accountable. Okay. And there's a real problem with that. All right, because we went over your last live stream, Brody, and what I saw was you not holding the woman accountable. You sitting there saying, oh, well, she got it from Thomas Sowell. Okay, so what? She's the one that said what she said out of her own mouth. And even after with Sarah Garvey, right, he coming out here saying, no, this is what Pearl's mentality is all about. She's over here doing these weirdo 360 deals with Africans. And some of these dudes, King Riches is a Nigerian, I'm finding out. He over here defending this bullshit. You got Obsidian saying, well, at least she paying black people. We got you, TLA, saying at least she paying black people. And we find out.
Wait, stop right there. Did I ever say at least she's playing black people?
You said that on your last stream, Brody. What you talking about?
I said, okay. I said,
yeah.
find out. Wait, stop right there. Did I ever say at least she's playing black people?
Emotional damage.
Now, he was about to get riled up. Did I ever? And it's like, bro, you did. He thought Duke was going to be unsure and not have the facts. He's like, yep, you did, nigga. We got it. So he had to hold that.
Said that on your live stream, Brody. What you talking about?
I said at least she's playing black people.
I reviewed it on my stream, Lee. I reviewed it.
Okay, all you got to do is just show me the day out.
See, this is show me this is what all the red pill manosphere creators do. All the frauds, at least. They all, whenever you call them on a point, what we did with the angry man. This is why Angela snapped at him, and everyone's like, "Oh, why is Angela snapping?" It's like, bro, we called him out. We know the evidence. We know he said these things. We know he took these positions on the matter. All of a sudden, no, I didn't do that. I was just avoiding accountability. They all of a sudden don't remember their talking points when they're challenged on it. It's like, come on, man.
Pull up this damn stream. Show me where I said.
You got to.
Do you got the timestamp?
I don't have the timestamp.
That's probably asking too much. That's a big ass. Okay, keep going.
No, so y'all are making it all about the excuse that you guys are having right now is because she's paying black people, she's paying Africans, she can't be racist. That's not our argument right now. Personally, I think she's guilty of being racist.
Vaughn asked, is lead attorney red pill? The lead attorney is he wouldn't consider himself red pill. I do not believe he would consider himself red pill. He would probably consider himself manosphere because he's a manosphere content creator. He builds from the perspective of looking out for men and men's best interests. He keeps talking about divorce laws. He keeps talking about marriage laws fucking over the men, and it's lawyers that are pretty much bringing in their old ways and giving the women all the benefit instead of telling them actually how it's done in court. Like when we covered those child support court cases, and we see how it's actually done and how they facilitate who is gonna get primary custody, and we cover those for real, so we actually see the cases in court. But he likes to pander to his audience and tell them, oh, these judges are just biased, these judges are just X, Y, and Z, there's no winning for y'all, we need to fix these laws, all these guys are throwing them money. It's all this, it's pandering to the weakness. That's all it is. Everyone's moving from a scarcity mindset. They're devoid of any type of backbone, any type of, it's pathetic, man. I don't like the space. All it does is cultivate more weak men. They don't see their problem. That's why I despise it. I see that, I'm like, I'm not going to be a part of that. Oh, man, we're just supporting men. Nah, that's not what y'all are doing. Y'all are making men weaker by having this little insulated cult where men's feelings are constantly coddled and women are always at fault for everything when it's the men's fault. And if they took accountability for certain things, they would do much better. That's what it comes down to. Simply take accountability and take the power for yourself instead of being beholden to other people's fuckery and always pointing the finger. It is literally that simple.
But that's not the argument I want to make. The argument I want to make is, why isn't the black manosphere, when the chips are down, holding her accountable? Why does she feel confident enough to come up here and feel like she's gonna go on a warpath? Bitch, for what? We were holding you accountable. Who you going on a warpath for? And the reason why she's doing that is because she got losers and Klansmen like Obsidian making things okay, saying she don't have to apologize. It's okay, my virginal queen. You don't have to apologize.
Yep, you had them. You had Anton Daniels. You had Angry Man. You had lead attorney toeing the line. What are you smiling about, bruh?
These brothers are just freaking out. But if she said the same thing about the Jewish people, matter of fact, Nick Fuentes, the same dude that she got on her platform talking about, oh, I don't know, I was so curious. Bitch, you weren't curious. We know that, bro. I see you in the chat. You weren't curious because you had Nick Fuentes on before that incident went down. Jason Black just exposed it. But even then, we got blacks and Africans talking about she paying us 10%, 10%. She practically she's taking 90% of their labor. And y'all using the she paying us as an argument. You won't tell me that's not slave wages? You two taking 30% of that 10% that she paying them. You want to tell me that's not slave? And y'all want to say, well, she's just paying us and she's giving us opportunities, so therefore she's not racist. That is a bone dead argument, my boy. I'm not referring to you. I'm talking to, some of these dudes that are cooning out here. Mm-hmm. So I just thought it was very, very disingenuous. You coming up here in your live stream, you're telling this story about your experience and with racism from Georgia. I don't know if you're from New York. I don't know if you're from LA, bruh. I don't know if you're familiar with Tookie Williams, but Tookie Williams was a Crip in LA. And them LA cops back then were horrible. They were racist.
Yep.
So you justifying her version of racist with your brand of racism in Georgia, which personally, the way you explained that, lead attorney, it didn't even seem like you went through soft. It seemed like you went through soft racism. The same shit brothers are going through right now.
Super soft.
But the lead attorney cannot identify racism at all. He cannot identify racism at all because he does not admit or come to the understanding that Pearl is racist or Pearl has spewed racist rhetoric on the platform. And if you can't see that and you can't come to that understanding, god damn it, as a lawyer, bruh.
That excuse didn't vibe with me, bruh. I was like, we experiencing the same things right now. The racist judicial system that you went through, it's still going on today. So that's not an excuse to excuse someone like Pearl. So I was mad. And on top of that, I had a real issue with something else you said. When you were talking about how you as a new attorney got assigned to other black folks when you were getting your start out, and you felt sorry because you being assigned to them meant that they didn't have a chance. So what did you mean by that? Like, you don't trust your own skills to help brothers out when you get assigned to work on their case? Like, what did that statement mean? I didn't even want to review that in my chat when I went over your stream. But now that we here and I had the chance to talk to you, what did you mean by that?
Okay, we talked about a lot. Well, I'll answer the last question first, since that's apparently on your mind. Now, you kind of...
That was a lot for a lawyer. God damn it. See, I ain't trying to be an asshole and cook him because Duke cooked him, but bro, come on, man.
I added something in there. You said that when I said, and I hear an echo. Is there a way that you can kind of...
Yeah, let me mute.
Okay. All right. I still hear the echo. All right. You said that when I said that I was starting out representing brothers, that I felt bad for them because I was in front of these white judges. Now, you added the brothers part because I never said that. When I said I was representing people. And guys, what he's talking about is that when I started out, I was representing everybody. Men, women, black, white, in various types of cases. And there would be times when I was up against racist judges. And I felt bad for these clients, black clients and white clients. Now, what he's saying is, oh, lead, why did you feel bad about these white clients, these black clients? You didn't feel comfortable in your skills? Does anybody see the disconnect with that? Does anybody see the lack of understanding?
All right, so now the lead is trying to become condescending. Does anybody reaching for your chat? Chat, I need some help. Chat, I need help. So does anybody see the problem? Let's beg for time. Let's run the clock out. Let's see if the chat is gonna throw me a bone. Are they gonna solve this one for me? Do you see the lack of understanding? RT, the brand, tell me the lack of understanding before he gets to it. Before someone in the chat saves him.
Does anybody see it? And I'm so glad he said it. Because did you see his energy? And he's so outraged and he's so angry. Can anybody in the chat?
He's so outraged, he's so angry. So he's trying to belittle him with the shaming language.
See the flaw in his argument. He's asking me, was I not confident in my skills? Thank you, Alderman Speaks. Everybody, look at my chat.
So his chat is also in the back chat. So this is his chat. He says, look at his chat. Everybody can see. Now let's look at the comments that everybody can see. So he's trying to shame him with the chat.
Was I not confident in my skills?
This is the chat here.
Thank you.
I don't know if y'all can see it on your screen. I don't know if y'all chat are running right in front of this, but this is the chat right here. All they're saying is yes, a complete disconnect, laughing face, because no skill can save you. He ain't saying nothing, just emotion, laughing face. They're not really saying anything.
Alderman Speaks. Everybody.
Taylor Made, you're throwing me off. You're saying LTA, saying nothing. You talk TLA. It's almost like you're saying LT. You know what I mean? I'm being extra. Let's get it.
Look at my chat. Everybody sees what you don't see.
So everybody sees content over everything. Yup, lack of intelligence. From a bad judge, LOL. Lead, you said black men, tone deaf. So that's what everybody sees. Everybody in the chat sees that, apparently.
But I'll explain it for you. if you don't get it. And I'm so glad you guys, and I welcome you guys. When y'all don't get something, please come up. Now, if you come up with hot energy, it's going to make you look like an idiot instead of you just coming up and asking, because everybody else sees it. There have been times when I miss something and I'm huffing and puffing, and then the person's like, oh, this is it. And then I feel bad.
Time out.
No, wait. I let you get your stuff off.
All right, go ahead. I'm
All right. Everybody sees what you don't see. What does Duke say? He says, you didn't feel confident in your skills? Guys, I was an attorney facing a racist judge. You know, what's the problem? Does anybody know the problem with referees gambling on games?
All right, so now you're making an asinine comparison to referees gambling on games. There's legal precedent behind every matter. If a judge made such an egregious ruling that went against all legal precedent that's already been set, just to be racist because you couldn't lawyer the case right, you know what's happening to that judge? That is going so off book just because they want to be racist?
We're putting you on probation. We're putting you on probation.
I don't care how slanted a judge may be. A judge may be an asshole. If you have good attorneys, you can slap up that case. So what is this? Is that the point? Oh, the judge was racist. They wanted you to lose? Victimology, weak bullshit that you see in the manosphere? Come on, man. Come on, man.
When that referee, the basketball referee was gambling on betting on games. Does anybody know the problem? Why would LeBron James, the #1 player in the fucking NBA, why would LeBron James have a problem with referees betting on games?
Do y'all remember what happened to that referee that was called out and caught for betting on games? You remember what happened to that guy? I can't remember his name right now. There was a referee that was actually caught and called out for betting on games. Y'all know what happened to that motherfucker? Above Ruby's TV says, it can definitely be appealed and that judge is headed straight to judicial standard. This is victimology. Just the same way he said, oh, the women always get the children because the judge they're stuck on some antiquated precedent. I was reacting to that video and I was like, yeah, listen to the lawyer. Meanwhile, I did a little bit of research. I'm like, wait, that's some absolute bullshit. It's whoever has the kid for longer, whoever has the kid in their care and is taking care of the kid will get custody. That's what will happen. And usually the mothers are taking care of the kids from 0 upwards because they're breastfeeding, they're taking care of the infant, the toddler, they're winning custody because they generally are the caretakers for the child. That's what the precedent is that's the standard that it's set off of. I did a lot of these these child support cases that we react to the actual court cases. I'm going to do another one soon because I forgot about those. But we have a bunch of those. And we look at the actual court cases. Fuck what some grifters telling you online. You can go into the court and see how it plays out and see why the judge says this standard is set. So all this other bullshit, I'm not having that.
Well, doesn't LeBron know his skills? Doesn't LeBron have confidence in his skills? Why should he care that refs are betting on games? Can anybody see? Guys, the fucking cash flow hustles says the game is rigged.
Okay, so the game is rigged. So that's why you lost all those cases and those divorce filings. That's why all those men went home crying to you and you came to YouTube to try to solve more. Like, this is pathetic. It's rigged. And then you're getting more emotional than Duke. Duke wasn't even getting emotional. Duke was just doing the YouTube shit. I'm emphatically stating my points. I'm getting across the message while being entertaining so you can digest the message and it's not like land the plane, nigga, hurry the fuck up, we're bored out here type shit. So I don't think he was emotional. You're sounding a bit emotional, Lead.
Think! The game is rigged.
And all this shame. Think! Like, what are we doing here, man?
The judge is racist. It's rigged. Marriage causes divorce. It says it's a conflict of interest. So many men get fucked over in criminal court, in family law court, and it's not because they have shitty attorneys.
That's exactly why they get fucked over. It's because they have shitty attorneys. What are you talking about?
Oh, shut up, nigga.
RT the Brand said he made a good point. The game is rigged. God damn it. God damn it, RT. So you're on that victim shit? The game is rigged. So that's why your attorney sucks. Like, what are we talking about out here?
So many men have to pay more in child support, but because the judges are biased, not because they have shitty attorneys.
Crying to me, and I'm not having.
Now, y'all seen Judge Jay Webster. There's a playlist on my channel. It's called Child Support Corp, where we react to the child support cases live in child support. We're definitely gonna have to do another one of these because Lead is lying through his teeth to basically substantiate the fact that he was a good lawyer, but the system was rigged. They're all racist, and that's why Cornelius Fillmore went home with nothing but L's. What are we doing here?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Come on, Fillmore. I thought you were better than that.
So many men get their kids taken away, not because they have shitty attorneys, because the judges are biased against the women. And you come up here talking about I don't trust in my skills when I'm in front of a racist judge. But I'm glad that you understand now. Maybe you didn't understand it if I'm talking to you, but everybody in the chat knows.
Everybody in the chat is saying this dude is slow. Respect, dude. It takes heart to call up, bruh. Nobody's saying anything of that. They're just saying random things. He still doesn't get it. They're saying shaming things that you led with. They didn't bring any substance in the chat. Everybody knows. Duke's probably looking at the chat too, like this nigga just capping through his teeth, man.
And we can go, Duke. I'm so glad you're here. Because we can go point by point, and I can talk to you point by point. But if you come up here with energy, I'm just going to reflect to you the same energy, but I'm going to make you understand either way.
I expect nothing less of you, man. So hey, let's get back to it. I am glad that you acknowledge that there were racist judges, and I'm glad that you acknowledge that you went up against that, right? So why is it then that you're using that as an excuse to justify the clear bullshit that Pearl has been on? You went up there last live stream you did, went on this whole long tirade like you're doing right now. I'm glad you decided to point by point educate me, brother. Thank you so much, but you still making yourself look clownish. Because look at this. Why is it that your last live stream...
See, Duke is barring him down, but do you see the Manosphere style chat that they got going? A beta energy, Duke the feminine man, emotional from Duke. Meanwhile, they're stomaching, the shit that the lead attorney just said. Like, that was not all emotion. That was not all victim energy. What are we talking about out here?
You went ahead and used that as a justification to okay what Pearl did. So you, knowing that you have experience with racist judges, having experiences with this situation, why is their end conclusion excusing the accountability for a woman that walked in here who was attempted to be educated by Sarar Garvey, ignored it, and you knowing where that come from, still had the balls to come up here and tell your supporters, nah, what she did wasn't racist. It wasn't racist. She was just a young 26-year-old girl, right? Making excuses. She's a young 26-year-old girl.
Yep, making excuses. Why is that? Because she's a red pill manosphere content creator where all they do is coddle men. Shout out to Armani with the $10 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Armani says, good job again, young brother. Shout out to you. Salute to you with the $10 super chat. Let's get it.
Pearl, and she didn't know no better. It was Thomas Sowell. Yeah, we can't hold Pearl accountable. It was Thomas Sowell. I watched you bring that up. So I'm glad you sat here and broke it down to the brother who don't understand how racist system works. Because it seemed like the last stream you broke down yesterday, you tried to qualify what racism meant. They're racist judges in Wisconsin. They're racist judges in LA. They're racist judges in New York. And that was my point when you were making that BS point on your last live stream, Lead. Admit it. You were capping for her when it came down to holding her accountable. So yeah, educate me. But you just made yourself look dumb because you just admit that you understand what's really going on, but yet you're still coming out here making excuses for someone that did wrong. And you wonder why black men don't get respected.
Now, one correction to Duke there. The black men in the manosphere don't get respected. Outside of that, bars, spitting,
Okay. Now you said a lot, and you said a lot the first time. So the first time you said a lot, and then
you didn't say a lot.
Asked a specific question, and then the chat educated you, and I educated you on your specific question. Now, do you have
the chat educated you, and you total fabrication.
Another specific question that you like? Because we can go question by question.
Yeah, no. Let's go back to my original point before you segued into the confidence part. Okay, thank you for helping me out, and now I'm glad that you're actually at least confident in your skills. That's good. Great that you do that. Now, explain to me why you neglected to hold this woman accountable when the chips were really down.
Why didn't I hold Pearl accountable when the chips were really down? All right. Did you see the parts where I was saying that what Pearl said was stupid?
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care. Did you see the parts where I was saying what Pearl was saying was idiotic?
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
Last time I checked, you just said the same thing twice. Stupid, idiotic, synonyms, we don't care.
Did you see the parts where I was saying that she could... I still hear that echo.
My bad. I was going to say something, but go ahead.
The parts where I said that she showed a complete lack of empathy.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care. You see where I shouted MTR, because that was MTR's statement, a complete lack of compassion. Did you see the parts where I said she showed a complete lack of the ability to communicate sophisticated and nuanced concepts?
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care. Did you see the part where I said Pearl lacked experience? All of this, by the way, I have told to Pearl. So nobody go running to Pearl. Oh, the lead said what you said was fucking stupid and idiotic.
We don't care. Auntie Jenny said that to her. She got cooked. King Richard said that to her. He got cooked. What are you talking about? That's not holding anybody accountable. That's not calling out the obvious racism. You're still giving her your support in hopes that you'll get her support on some hoe-ass shit, selling out. What are we talking about? This is cooning.
Now,
I said X, Y, and Z, but I maintained the relationship financially with Pearl. We getting this money together. Us and the Bag Chasers and Anton Daniels pussy-ass Patreon. That's what y'all are doing.
All of that. Is that not holding her accountable? And if it's not, what does it mean to hold some rando person accountable on the
Some rando person accountable on the internet. This is old, James Last. This is from 4 months ago. This just got added to the compilation because I felt like it. I felt like it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, we're reacting to people getting cooked today. This was somebody getting cooked. So it is what it is. He was on the list. He kind of escaped a lot of the smoke, the lead. He had Angry Man getting cooked. Tommy Sotomayor getting cooked, Anton Daniels getting cooked. All these folks were getting cooked for selling out to Pearl, and the lead attorney toed the line, and he kind of got away with it. He tried to shame Duke, act like he was unintelligent on his platform, and he's missing all the points and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, he's just trying to weasel his way out of accountability. How are you going to hold some rando? She is an associate. She is a coworker at this point. Not a coworker because y'all don't work for this. You guys work together. So... coworker, whatever, man. Nonetheless, MTR cut all ties. MTR's like, we have a bag that we can collect based off of the footage that we still can roll out. He's like, nope, we're not doing that because he got cooked by his audience. I'm not saying he was standing on principle, but nonetheless, he cut ties. All y'all other folks wanted to continue making money off of somebody that didn't give a fuck about your community, doesn't respect you or respect black men. An obvious racist grifter. But you're like, you know what? The bag is worth too much, so that's holding her accountable. But you could have cut the support. No more collabs. No more supporting your channel. Call her out for being a racist, which is going to damage her public perception. Because all the folks around her work with her, know that these are obvious racist acts, but no, you want to shield her. You want to cape for her.
Take away black viewership. Make her understand that when someone comes in here and disrespect us like the Jews, we gonna take away her passport like they did Nick Fuentes. We gonna take away her bank account like we did Nick Fuentes. So when you finally get that shit back and you wanna feel uppity to talk about situations about black folks that you know nothing about, you will think twice. Then that apology she told, maybe that would actually mean something. Because no, TLA, you sitting here saying, wagging your finger, Pearl, you are wrong. That is nothing. Because she's still going on a warpath. So you let me know what good that did.
Yep, around this time she was buffing out her chest, going on Obsidian's panels, talking shit about, oh, I shouldn't have apologized, X, Y, and Z. Don't take a knee to the crowd with the pitchfork or whatever the phrase is. All that bullshit.
I don't think anything that I do for or against Pearl does any good. You know, and I get it. I get that you guys want to hold women accountable. I get it. But I don't, maybe you help me out. I don't know what that means. And I asked you that, and you gave me a
You know what that means, TLA?
And one thing before Duke cooks him, selective hearing. Manosphere, red pill. Oh, I don't know what that means. He just told you.
It means we don't bring on women, or we don't platform or support people who are ignorant of our struggles. That's what that means, TLA. And the fact that you still coming up here saying, oh, well, you know, I don't think she really did anything wrong, when there's evidence out there to basically prove otherwise. She knew what she was doing. She was already educated by one of her day one podcasters.
Did I say that she didn't do anything wrong, or did I just enunciate all the ways?
But that's one thing. It's one thing to say something, and it's another to hold someone accountable. MTR did it. O'Shea did it. We waiting on you.
Listen, y'all need to stop waiting on me to do shit. All right, I do what I want to do. And
yeah, you're not gonna get on codes. This is why folks call you a coon, and this is why folks can call you a coon. You do what you want to do. Everybody does what they want to do, but when it comes to respect for their group, if you want to be like, nope, I'm gonna be a contrarian for the fuck of it. Fuck it, I'm not standing with y'all. Then you're gonna get the treatment. Live with it, victim.
If I do what I want to do and y'all want to hold me accountable, please hold my ass accountable. In fact, y'all fuckers stop watching me. If you don't like what I do, if you don't like what I do on this channel, what do I do on this channel? I just told some brother paid me $20, and he asked me what should he do about his kid. There is no place on this fucking internet where this man could have paid $20 and got information from an attorney. If you don't like what I do,
I'm sorry, I will save my $20 because I am not paying for shit from a terrible attorney.
We don't care.
Let me tell you
You were a victim talking about you lost all these cases because the judge was racist. I'm not investing in your counsel. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm finding another attorney.
You don't have to watch. Please, fuckers, hold me accountable. Right? When I go over to Tasha K and I get kicked out of her goddamn thing and I come make a stream about it and you're like, Lee's on some bullshit, please stop watching, because on my channel, I do what I want. That's the general thing.
On your channel, you do what you want, but you're supposed to be there for men. You're supposed to be building men and all that shit that Fresh and Fit says, right? Look at Duke's face. Duke is like, what? You do what you want on your channel, so fuck your fans, fuck your audience. You're not standing with your folks. And you want to complain about men being weak? You want to complain about modern women?
And because I do what I want, I allow people to do what fucking they want on their channels. Right? Now, I will talk how I want to talk and give my views on my channel about what Just Pearly Things did. I never said she didn't do anything wrong. In fact, 4 minutes ago, if you rewind the tape, I just told you some of the shit that she did do wrong. She's not capable of having the discussion that she tried to have. But you don't want to hear that. You keep going back to you want me to hold this person accountable over the internet. I'm telling you, I don't know what that means. Because I wish, Don, I wish you would hold me accountable. Let me tell you something. When you hold me accountable, do you know what that's going to change in my life? Absolutely nothing. But I'm smart enough to know that. And I'm smart enough to know, well, shit, if when the Duke tries to hold me accountable and nothing fucking happens, then what if I try to hold Pearl accountable?
Bro, you just sat here and said F your fans. F everyone who actually.
No. I said F you
just
fuckers.
sat here and said that.
Not my fans.
I am
not.
absolutely glad this is the conclusion you came to. Stop watching my show if you don't see me hold accountable. You wagging your.
Did I say fans? Did I say fans? Or are you putting words in my mouth?
It's anybody that aligns with the same thought, you idiot. You want to talk like you're the smartest person on the platform? How do you miss that fucking easy that easy softball? You're saying fuck everybody. If you, I don't gotta get on code for y'all niggas. Fuck y'all. We're gonna play victim. We're gonna. You know what?
Do not put. I'm paraphrasing.
No, don't fucking put words in my mouth.
I'm paraphrasing. Okay, but you said the equivalent of that. Don't
do this whole woman thing. I feel like you said.
Don't do this whole woman thing. You see this shit?
Just dismiss your audience that had a legitimate grievance about you not holding them accountable to not watch you. Don't
do this whole woman thing. I feel like you said.
You didn't just dismiss your audience that had a legitimate grievance about you not holding them accountable to not watch you. Is that your cop out, bro? Really? All these brothers and sisters that support your platform, and when they want some kind of leadership from a black man who's been grifting off of them for this long, you're gonna sit here and say, "Fuck it, don't follow me," bruh. That is just insane coming from you. I cannot believe this. And you have the gall to sit there and say that O'Shea helped you out? Is this how you pay the nigga back?
Really? Exactly.
I don't have to pay O'Shea back in the way that you
appreciate. I'm glad.
I don't have to pay O'Shea back in the way you appreciate it. That's what he said. To not get on code for somebody that is the head of the black manosphere. The black manosphere. O'Shea went and invested in a bunch of the black manosphere. Bunch of these bum-ass creators. No disrespect to O'Shea, but y'all, you invested in some of the wrong folks that when they get on, they're like, fuck, I don't got to look out for you the way you want me to. I don't got to get on code. O'Shea did a live stream when y'all have to understand how this initially happened. O'Shea went on a live stream. He was furious. He was like, y'all are just letting Pearl get away with X, Y, and Z. This was following Jason Black's video. This was following what Sarah Garvey did. He went on a live stream. I did not fuck with O'Shea at all at those times. I was in his chat. He was saying X, Y, and Z about Pearl and what the fuck she was doing. I'm like, you know what, O'Shea? I got you on this one. But after that, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna rock with O'Shea. O'Shea's about the bigger picture. O'Shea may have fucked up with the black manosphere because all them niggas is bums. But O'Shea does see the big picture, and he's building black. He's not selling out like the rest of these folks. So no problem with O'Shea. I kind of squashed my little issues that I had with him in the past when it came to him and the rest of these guys, what they did before from years ago. But TLA, what is this, man? This is pathetic.
I'm glad you said that.
Well, I'm glad that you're glad. Listen, guys, I never said all of my fans or any of my fans. I never said the word fans. But I promise you, nobody is here under the threat of death. Nobody.
What the fuck was
if
that?
If you want to unsubscribe from me, you can. Guys, I said this in my mastermind yesterday. I did a live, the live stream that I did on Pearly thing.
And when he said that, I literally took away all my support from everybody that sells out. Because then I will be unaccountable, crying and bitching about, oh, I supported these guys and this is how they've done us. I'm not doing that. So I'm like, if you are a sellout and I can identify that, I'm not supporting you. And I don't give a shit. And I'll say it on my platform and I'll call you a sellout and I don't give a fuck. Because we always do this. We always prop up the wrong folks and then look at it later like, oh my God, look what they're doing to our community. They're damaging our community with their rhetoric. It's like, yeah, you supported them. You're like, oh, they're black. Let me support them. And it's like, no, did you follow their message? You know what they stand on? Do you know if they have any principles or any integrity at all? Whoops. There we go.
People unsubscribe. Do you know how many people unsubscribe? 19 people unsubscribe. If those 19 people want to unsubscribe, they can.
What is that noise?
They can.
Is that his stream?
And that outrageous dude. Oh, I should have tried so hard to keep those 19 people. Those 19 people were rocking with me. Why didn't I keep those 19 people? These 19 people have freedom. If you don't want to be over here, you don't have to be over here, pal. I don't know what you want from me. You want me? I still.
He told you specifically what the hell he wanted from you. Pause. Shout out to Black Hokage X with the $10 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
I can't stand both Anton Daniels and TLA. They're both just disingenuous and sound zesty as fuck. Shout out to Duke for cooking this clown. TLA is just another fraud in a suit. Also, RT the brand, fuck out of here. So y'all are cooking RT. I think RT is just one of them contrarians. I see RT in Duke's chat, and I'm like, do you even believe you just being a contrarian to be a contrarian? You always want to take the opposing side? Because you're watching all these shows constantly. You watch Duke a lot. Shout out to Duke the Don. But you're always taking the opposite side. Are you hate watching, or you just want to be a contrarian for the fuck of it? You know, when you're a contrarian and you're the constant opposition, you get more attention from the chat. More people go back and forth. Some people do that. Are you one of them thirsty folks?
You say you want me to hold Pearl accountable. Let's go back to your
Nah, you can disagree though. The Matrix wrenches attack. Wait, hold up. Nah, they're allowed to disagree, y'all. RT can disagree. I only time out disrespect. And people want to clown and act like, oh, you're just time. Nah, I don't give a fuck. You disrespect, you're getting timed out. Y'all got to learn how to act. So if folks want to disrespect the host, they get timed out. If they're just simply disagreeing, y'all can let them disagree. It is what it is.
Can go point by point. I got until 8:15. That's my reservations. I changed my reservations. I'm so glad you're here. I want to know exactly what it is that you think I should do to hold some rando person accountable.
Pearl is rando to you? Come on, man. Let's be real. I already told you what you need to do. You just deflecting.
Facts.
We need to do exactly what MTR did. Back him.
You know what's funny about a lot of the manosphere folks, the black manosphere folks in specific, because I don't deal with the white manosphere. I don't know what's going on over there. These folks are always talking about the lack of black leadership and the lack of setting a standard. And when they have the opportunity to do so, they don't. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, y'all just want to be victims. Y'all want to be victims.
Like your buddy O'Shea. Stand on your square. That's what's holding her accountable. You sitting here long stroking about how your version of racism is different from hers. That's not holding her accountable.
Let's do this.
You
Let's do
wagging
this.
your finger. That's not holding her accountable. You sitting here trying to convince your
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this because you let me talk. You let me talk for a long time, and then I talk for a long time.
You just asked
and then
me
I
a
let
question.
you talk. You're muted.
You just asked me a question. What accountability means?
Just listen. Just wait. I'm trying to advance this. You let me talk for 5 minutes, and then I let you talk for 5 minutes, and then we talk over one another.
I didn't even finish my question, though.
You didn't. I interrupted you to try to change the way that we're doing this.
But why are we changing the subject? I want to.
We're not. I didn't say subject. Please listen. Just listen. I didn't say change the subject. I just said.
Are we changing the subject? I want to.
We're not. I didn't say subject. Please listen. Just listen.
Just like a woman crying to me, and I'm not having it.
You didn't. I interrupted you to try to change the way that we're doing this.
But why are we changing the subject? I want to.
We're not. I didn't say subject. Please listen. Just listen.
Yo, Lead, what is this, bro? Lead, what is this? This is some nasty work, bro. Just listen. Listen. Like, come on, bro. That's what that's the leadership y'all got in the manosphere, bro? What are we doing out here?
I didn't say change the subject. I just said let's change the way that we're communicating so it's better for the audience. Shout out to LTTV. You keep adding words in my mouth, right? I didn't say change the subject. We're going to stay on the subject. Let's just, you talk for 15, 30 seconds. You ask me something discreet and I will answer it discreet. Now I'm going to unmute you. You asked me, you said, why don't I do what, for 15, 30 seconds, you asked me something discreet and I will answer it discreet. Now I'm going to unmute you. You asked me, you said, why don't I do what MTR did? Why don't I back what O'Shea did? You said, why don't I stand on my square? I don't know if you saw the inconsistency in that. You said, why don't I do what MTR does? Why don't I do what O'Shea does? Why don't I stand on my square? Duke, I am standing on my square, which is why I'm not parroting O'Shea.
Now he's playing semantics. He said, why don't y'all do what O'Shea did, what MTR did, stand on your square? Now he's saying, oh, he's playing the semantics. Oh, my square is different. So I am standing on my square. No, you're not. There is no square to stand on. There's no principle with you, you sellout. Do you not see it? How do you not see it? You're a lawyer, man. You got to make better debates for your audience than this. Better arguments than this.
I'm standing on my square, which is why I'm not parroting MTR. I'm standing on my square. You might not like it, but I'm standing on it.
Oh, I guess his square is that of a sellout. You may not like it, but I'm standing on it. So you're standing on your sellout square. You're not going to sever any ties regardless of anybody being racist, anybody disrespecting your community. There's no community to be stood with. Everybody could unsubscribe if they like to, but you're so valuable to the platform that they won't. That's not what he says, but that he's saying it in other words.
Okay, so now I'm glad you said that. So would standing on your square mean that the reason why your opinion of Pearl right now that is because of the clout that she has? And what potentially that help she might be able to give down to you. So what does standing on your square mean? Because she just sat here in front of a bunch of black folks, and you sit here just excusing away and blaming Thomas Sowell. We talking about.
I'm telling you, standing on my square means that I don't think that she's racist. That's my.
But that
belief.
wasn't the argument.
And there it is, and this is why he got thrown in the coon bin. Now, they're saying that black people are not a monolith. We can all think differently, blah, blah, blah. We know that, you goddamn idiots. I hate when folks say that. When something is obviously, blatantly identified as racism and you choose a different perspective, it's not, at that point, we know what it is. It's either you're selling out or you're standing with. There is no other option. Oh, it's just a different way of thinking. We're just going to we're going to be cool with this racist person. They're going to disrespect our community and we're just going to make money off of it. And then we're like, stop it. Fuck out of here.
The argument is accountability, and you not doing that.
I thought the argument was whether she was racist or not.
No, you putting that in my mouth. Like you said. Don't
no, you said the argument. I never said that you said that.
Now, Duke came to hold her accountable. That's what he came. He came for the action. He didn't come for just because just calling her racist with no action is inconsequential. So he did not focus on that. His primary focus was on the accountability. And we clearly see that the lead attorney is avoiding accountability.
My whole time I've been sitting here talking about accountability. Matter of fact, you just cut me off after answering your question about accountability.
Then you spoke imprecisely.
I never talked about racism. That's not my argument.
Okay, you need to speak more precisely when you talk to me, because you said that's not the argument. You didn't say that wasn't my argument. So you need to speak more precisely when you talk to an intelligent brother.
My or D. It's me and you on the panel right now. Either way, it's you're being
do
racist.
You not
it's
see,
not
do
the
you not
argument.
see the confusion? If you would have said that's not my argument, I would have understood. But you
I
said
that
not,
at the start of this moment.
You're playing word semantics. You're playing word semantics. That is the argument. The argument that he's making is you're not being accountable. You're not holding her accountable. But the argument is premised on the fact that it's accountability for Pearl. So the premise of the argument is Pearl is being unaccountable for her actions. His argument is you're allowing her to be unaccountable. You're playing word semantics to try to deflect and deviate. I hate these little tactics that these folks do. That's why some people say, oh, you get up on these panel, debate them. Oh, people are scared to get up and speak to somebody through a fucking screen. The problem is it's much better sometimes to get on your own platform, make the point out in full so the crowd could understand where you're coming from, and you don't got to deal with dweebs constantly deflecting and trying to not make your point land. Because that's what they want to do when you talk to them. You talk to them and it's just bullshit. That's why I don't converse with folks that I identify as doing that bullshit. You're going to say something, you're not going to say it chest out, you're going to deflect, you're going to run around your point, you're going to try to make me present the point and show the audio clip of you saying what you said because you're not going to stand on it. Those type of folks, fuck them. They get banished to the gulag. We don't care about them. We'll have Angela Custom out on the panel, chest out, regardless of how people feel in the comment section after. Because that's what you do. You're literally wasting our goddamn time trying to do the entertainment thing. Oh, I'm going to go back to my platform. I'm going to say this. We're going to have this debate. We're going to have this pointless ass debate for the content. Nothing is really organic. Nothing is real. I refuse to participate in the fraudulent YouTube game. They talk about, oh, the industry's fake as fuck. We all identify the industry's fake as fuck. But we're a part of the industry. We're a part of YouTube. We could change that. We could start setting new standards or move the standard that we want to do. And if people don't follow it, great for them. But the standard that these folks are operating off of is substandard, dweebery, pathetic, sellout bullshit, weak men, constantly calling out modern women because they don't want to be accountable. I'm not participating.
Listen. Let's just slow down and speak precisely, okay? You're saying that you have an argument, and your argument is that I did not hold her accountable. My point is I don't know how to hold people accountable on the internet.
You don't know how to hold people accountable on the internet. See, Duke threw him a bone. Duke told him what his issue was and what you need to do to fix it. He's not one of you manosphere clowns that just come around and complain. He gave you the goddamn solution. Pull the support. That will affect. Now you just, this is just wordplay.
Oh my God, guys!
On the internet,
it's just one
on the internet, on the internet, who we talking about? Who we talking about on the internet, Lead? Who's on the internet that's being a big screw up right now, Lead? We talking about Pearl. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. So you switching it up. This whole conversation is about Pearl. You're not holding her accountable. You taking from Pearl and then you turn it into the people on the internet. Bro, we not talking about people on the internet. You stop switching the words. I'm on you, bro. We talking about Pearl. Why are we not holding her accountable? And you asked me, what does holding her accountable mean? And you said you were holding her accountable by telling her she was wrong. I'm keeping track of everything you're saying. So don't sit there and slip in these little wordplays like I'm not going to catch it. Now you add in the internet part to try to act like you got to win, my boy. What are you talking about? We're talking about Pearl. That's what this conversation is about. That's what it's been about. So don't switch it to people on the internet because we talking about your girl, Pearl.
Do you know Pearl or do you know her on the internet? Do you know Pearl from the internet?
Yeah.
So, but you got a problem that I mentioned the word internet. That set you off. The fact that I said it's internet just set you off.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? The way you said it, though, you said people on the internet.
The way that I said it. This is what my girlfriend said. My girlfriend, it's the way you said it, lead attorney. This is what your girlfriends say. This is how your girlfriends communicate.
Do you see what he's trying to do now? This is so pathetic. Now he's getting all emotional. This is how your girlfriends communicate. It's like, nigga, shut the fuck up with that weak bullshit. What are you talking about? He said the way you said it. You want him to be precise with his words. You said the same thing in different words. You said to be precise with your words when you say something, so what you actually mean, the message is properly being conveyed. That's what you said. So now he says the way you said it. So it's not phrased the right way because you just said the way you said it, but he means the exact same thing. But now you're saying, oh, the way you said it, like the tone, like a woman. You're trying to say he's saying it like the tone police. It's not. He's not making that point. He's saying you're not precise with your words the same way you said he wasn't precise with his words while trying to convey a message. It's that simple. So he's trying to do the shaming game. Only idiots fall for this shit.
Two grown men up here and you're communicating like a girl.
You're communicating like a girl. What are you screaming about? You see Duke is like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? You trying to get the shaming game so he will get emotional and start acting a damn fool. These guys are pathetic, man.
It's the way you said it, lead attorney. This is what your girlfriends say. This is how your girlfriends communicate. Two grown men up here and you're communicating like a girl. It's the way you said it, lead attorney. It was
you just talked about the way I said something too.
Oh my God.
Whoa, bro. You see now you being a hypocrite. You just sat here arguing about you need to be more precise on your words. And then when I levy the same criticism against you, you're saying that I'm arguing like a female. So what the hell have you been doing this whole time? Bro, we see the wordplay. You're not getting away with this, bro. Like, what do you think? Like, you think you're dealing with just an average dude out here? Lee.
No, you're not average. You're not average. All right, what's another point that you have?
None of the condescension, none of the shaming tactics. It's not working on Duke. Lead, you gotta try again, man.
Shout out to LTTV.
No, the accountability point is all I have. There's a whole smoke I have with you. And clearly you're not holding her accountable, so there's really nothing much else to say. We understand your point now. And everything else I had to cover, especially the main one, because I really hope to God when you made that statement the last time where you said you weren't, you got stuck with all these other clients and, because you were the black lawyer, I wanted to make sure you weren't running off of that grip, right? So that was fine. But the main thing is I got my answer. You're not going to hold her accountable, which is fine. Just like the rest of the black manosphere isn't going to hold her accountable. That's fine. But all I know is I need that Trump drop.
The fired? Because that's what I would. You know what? Let's finish this off.
Y'all sitting here talking about black male and black female relationship after all this stuff is just gone down and people are seeing how you treating Pearl. Do not expect a lot of these folks to take you, any of y'all, seriously, realistically. And that's all I got to say. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
No problem. Shout out to Duke.
Guys, that was the stream right there.
We seen what happened.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
The lead got cooked.
I don't know what to tell you. Y'all see the little wordplay that he tries to do. Y'all saw the little game, but he was trying to play the exact wordplay game that a lot of these lawyers are used to playing, and it's honestly sad. But we got our answer. We got our answer on what it is. My boy is not going to hold her accountable. My boy is pretty much deviating from MTR, O'Shea Duke Jackson. And yet, he's still going to go on the grift and talk about black issues, relationship between black women. And guess what? Majority of his content is going to be on shitting on black women. But just so you know, this is the same guy that refused to hold a white woman when she was being racist on that platform accountable. And what does accountability mean to him? It means telling her that she did wrong. Well, everyone else told her that she did wrong, but she still feel like she needs to go on a warpath to everyone else that criticized her. Just let y'all know the kind of black manosphere leaders all of y'all are dealing with. I'm going to go ahead and catch Jason
Absolute
Black,
sellouts.
y'all. I'm going to get you on the next one. Peace.
These facts. All these guys are sellouts, man. I called it out a while ago, and I will continue to do so. Duke's entire channel is calling out these folks, cooking them daily. Like, come on, man. We can identify these coons. And to this day, he has not said anything about Pearl to call her out directly. We don't care about no subliminal jabs. We don't care if the shoe fits type shit. You call out one person, another person tries to put the same shoe on them because it fits. Principally, we don't care. You never actually called her out. You blamed all your illegal failures in court on racist judges, victimology, or victimhood.
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
If I had a lawyer that came back to me and said, oh, we lost, she has full custody, she gets X, Y, and Z through the divorce, she has all these favorable things, and he came to me and he's like, why? What? I'm like, what happened? He's like, the judge was racist. That nigga's fired instantly. Fired instantly. Get him the fuck out of here. What are we talking about? It's like you retired from YouTube because, you retired from being a lawyer to do YouTube for what reason? It's too hard, too many L's? I don't know. I don't know his record. But a lot of the shit he be peddling is weak bullshit. Weak man, victimhood bullshit. Blame everybody else. The system is rigged. This was not even supposed to be a TLA stream. This was supposed to be about Fresh and Fit. But goddamn, man, the whole manosphere is going outside. The black manosphere is going outside. You ask these folks what accountability means. They're like, what? What is that? What is this? Like when Jay the Informant called out Fat Man Bitch on his channel. I need a better nickname for that nigga. That nigga's just, he wants to be a bitch so badly with his Photoshop and his filters and shit. That nigga got called out and cooked by Jay the Informant. He asked them, what do they preach on this side? Jay the Informant says accountability. He said, what is that? Verbatim. Jay the Informant said accountability. He's like, what is that? What does that solve? What does that do? And it's like, yeah, that's why these guys are knee deep in the goop right now with their struggling. Fat Quisha. How about we just call him Fatima? Because that's what he really wants to be. He wants to be a Fatima. He stole Fatima's nickname. But I don't like calling men women's names. We're trying to avoid that, actually, because Fatty's a bitch name. It's a bitch name. But I have to reference his show. because they went outside with the brick situation. They banned somebody for telling them the facts. They're like, oh, y'all are campaigning for violence against women. Sugar Bum, she got banned. Meanwhile, other callers come up and they're campaigning for violence against women. So what she said was apropos, but they're mad. I don't fuck with those dweebs, Moxie. I don't fuck with none of them. And when I did my history, my background checks, when I was looking for the agents and shit, I found even worse. Them niggas is down, they're down, out, and dusty. I'm not fucking with these niggas in perpetuity. They could send their agents. They could send their agents to try to keep people a part of their little content ring that they got going on. It's not happening. I have legitly identified every single agent out here. And their whole ring is way dustier than folks ever thought. They just have folks sending folks to keep people a part of their content ring, to give them more content so they can try to make fodder moments out of these folks, mixing in with other panel groups on these platforms. I identified all of them, and they're all dusty, and they can all get the fuck out of here. They're all reliant on other folks and other folks' platform to create to create their content, to push their content forward. They don't have content strategies. It's just random fuck shit on these panels. So fuck all of them. They can continue to dust it up in perpetuity. There's no fixing nothing. I see these guys, I identify them as frauds. I'm not playing the fraud game on YouTube. Everyone's playing the fraud. I'm not doing that. So I'm going to take my ball and go to my corner, and they can eat a dick. I'm not reliant on these guys for content. All these collabs. I'll just talk shit about them as I do my reactions. They don't challenge points anyway. They don't stand on their points. I will debate somebody that stands on their points even if I disagree with them vehemently and I don't like their character. You stand on your points, I'll debate with you all day. If you want to red herring after red herring in every discussion, you want to deflect everything, you want to debate points that nobody gave a fuck about, you want to send irrelevant fucks like the Angry Man so he can have content for a week when we don't give a fuck about him. You know how much clips I could have put out milking the algorithm? No one gives a fuck about the Angry Man. He called on to Fresh and Fit's panel and they were like, who? Get him out of here. Like, nobody cares. All these guys are bums, bro. And the agents, I'm not gonna name names. The agents are actively in the channel, in the Discord. The agents are everywhere. So they're not naming names. They're just gonna get, things are just gonna happen. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Things are just gonna happen. So if you're nervous, if you're an agent and you damn well know it, don't be surprised when shit happens. I don't give a fuck about the fans' reaction. They can get the explanation after. They're gonna they're gonna see things happen. They're gonna be like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Why is he doing that? And I'm like, yeah, you know it. You know it. Oh shit, let me take this off the screen. I had Duke on a still. My bad. I don't like when I do that shit, because when I'm on a still in the back, I don't like that shit. My bad, Duke. What else do we have in this show before I take it to the next? Oh, it's 8:20. Yeah, we got another stream scheduled tonight. We have a lot to talk about. Shout out to TG in the chat. Shout out to Moxie Wits, especially when Moxie cooked and held Sarah Garvey accountable. You had to hold him accountable, man. What he was doing was ridiculous. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We wrapping this one up, y'all. Shout out to Chronic Introvert. Shout out to JPINC. Shout out to Black Hokage X, Zariah Lion. A lot of the originals here today. Shout out to y'all. I'm noticing a lot of the long time JPINC, above Ruby's TV. It's like as soon as I called out some of the agents, I don't even see some of these folks present. Y'all know them in the chat too, and y'all be like, what, this person's an agent? I'm telling you. We have a lot of folks in the chat, so some of them are active right now. And I'd be kind of remiss to actually, I don't know. I think I'd probably call someone out right now if I see them, just for the fuck of it. Just for them to crash out right now on the stream. Shout out to Torrance Ingram, a member for 17 months. This is what I'm talking about. The day one showed up today. Shout out to Torrance Ingram. Mike Brown said RT the brand an agent. RT the brand would literally be the worst agent if he was an agent. Just an obvious contrarian, somebody that doesn't agree but still there to watch and enjoy the show. He'd be the worst agent. He's not an agent. Shout out to RT the brand for supporting the show even though he doesn't agree with the points. Yeah, we out. Oh shit. Another super chat. Shout out to you. Who is this? Angel Nicole. Shout out to you with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Great stream per usual. Yeah, shout out to y'all. I be trying to keep up the quality of the content. It's not enough to just get out quantity sometimes. You got to keep up the quality, and that sometimes is a difficult task, especially when you're reacting to some things. But, you know, shout out to y'all. Y'all help with the show as well. We out. Yeah.